And there it is. Yes. Very good.
Cool.
Hopefully everything's good to go. I didn't go through my full checklist. I kind of did it from my brain hole. So welcome everybody. Yeah. Welcome everybody to tonight's episode of Roll Call Rebirth. Joining me tonight, we've got Bat Sam, Tigger, Rain, RPGs, Cricky, Jessica Jane 25, and Ridlich. Yeah, so I'm going to do a quick recap as we start the night, just because we've got probably a lot of ground to cover, and I know I know some people it's already really late at night, so we're gonna go ahead and go and try and cruise on through some of this. So last we left our heroes, the party had entered the Tower of Indaliah upon finding out there was a cult of essentially evil wizards inhabiting it and spreading corruption throughout the Salda Forest. Upon further investigation, it turns out they apparently seem to be working with some sort of demons and devils, which seem to, for some reason, remember Bate having been there before. As they delved a little deeper, it sounds as though she seemed to be somewhat key to their plot to bring back their Dark Lord Kassan. They met one friend along the way named Clock, who is an anthropomorphic clock type object who essentially acts as a magical elevator to traverse through the rather confusing and randomized floors of Indaliah's tower. At this point, they have now, supposedly, as far as they know, cleansed all of the wells of power that were being corrupted, their energy being drawn for some different sort of machination, and in order to keep Lady Indaliah from escaping at this point. They seem to have cut off their power sources and have now, somewhat expeditiously after previous combat, gone to the top of the tower in order to rescue Lady Indaliah and hopefully finish with wiping out the leader, or the second in command that was left in charge of this tower, as Murdoch, the actual apparently head cultist, has gone elsewhere. So, with that, does anybody have any questions before we dive in and get started? Did everybody get a chance to look at character sheets and that sort of thing, at least a little bit? Because this is the big bad of this arc. So I just want to be super clear that
we're gonna die.
Some of you may die, but that is a risk I'm willing to take.
I've got it written down what I need to roll to attack, so I'm good.
Too cute to die.
So. With that said, Sam, I know you were changing something on your sheet real quick.
Yeah, I'm trying to find my Eldritch. It's Eldritch Invocations, right?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. So if you go to your character sheet, and click your name at the top left.
Yep.
I think it's actually under the Manage Levels.
Okay.
Yeah, then you just scroll down and there's one that says Eldritch Invocations, and you want to change the one that you discussed to Agonizing Blast, which will be heckin' useful.
Heckin' useful.
So, I'm trying to remember. So my Eldritch Invocation, I have. Oh, okay. Yeah. So I want the Agonizing Blast. Cool. Thank you.
Yep. And I think that was the only thing. There's a few other minor errata I went through and corrected. Like I noticed, Tigger still had a duplicate of the shield, even though that shield was given to Rain, and a few other things. So I just went through and cleaned up a few inventory things for everybody. So that's another reason, like, you may want to check, because people were missing things or had extra things, so they now should be properly shifted around. So
the stone I just put in my notes, it was never moved into my actual
right.
inventory.
That's okay. Very good. With that, you guys now find yourself on the top of the tower. Just a tiny bit of daylight peeking through the dark clouds as rain is kind of just pouring onto the top of the tower at this point.
Rain, can you not?
Rain, please.
I'll pour myself on anything I damn well please. I dare you to fucking stop me.
As you glance around for just a second, it seems as though the storm itself is not, all things considered, probably not entirely natural. As you glance around the top of the tower, it seems to be made of much of the same sort of like dark gray stone that the rest of the tower is constructed from, with a few spires on each side. However, as you look around, you do notice you could definitely fall off, and as you feel the wind blowing. It feels a little precarious being up here on the top of this very tall tower as you look around and see just the tops, just barely the tops of trees kind of peeking up into your sight. Ahead of you, there are now, you see 3 men, one flanking 2 others who are carrying what you can only assume to be Lady Indaliah. She's wearing pure white robes and has blonde hair, but her head seems to be kind of lolling down as if she's unconscious, or at least unable to move at this point.
Creepy.
So, with that said, you guys also see like the 4 crystals, presumably the partner crystals to whatever the power draw that was, wherever that was being drawn from, the wells of power. You assume this is where it was being sent, but other than that, and a few, what you notice behind these guys, a few broken objects and shattered pieces, which who knows. It's not entirely clear what the crystals are for at this point, but with that, you guys see these 3 men approaching you with Lady Indaliah. What are you guys doing?
They're approaching us. They're like coming in the direction of us.
They've now at this point stopped and kind of stared at you guys because were apparently taking the lady to move her somewhere else.
Sure.
As they kind of stop and stare at you guys, the 2 in the front just kind of like quickly glance over their shoulders to the man behind them, and out from behind them steps this younger, at least relatively younger looking wizard. He's wearing long black robes, and he has a clean-shaven face, but very sharp features, like a long kind of crooked nose. And as he looks at you all, he speaks up. Are you the ones who've been causing all of this trouble?
I feel like you're the ones who've been causing trouble.
That depends on your point of view, I suppose. And at this point, his eyes fall on you, Bate. He says, "Oh, Bate, I'm so happy you've returned to us. Do you mind explaining to me why you left before? It broke my heart."
Well, maybe you could explain why you messed with my memory first.
Well, I could, but that doesn't seem very fun.
Does it?
Not after you've been blowing up my tower and killing all of my men. So,
how was I gonna remember that they were your men?
Yeah, and let's not forget the fact that you are literally holding someone hostage right now. You kidnapped someone, so
And it's her tower, not yours.
well,
Not to mention.
it's somewhat under my control right now, isn't it?
Yeah, that doesn't really win you any sort of brownie points in this whole conversation right now. So maybe get off your high horse and answer some of her questions.
Well, I'm going to give you 2 options. You can go ahead and give up now, or you can fling yourselves off of the tower, but either way, you will be joining my army.
I mean, we've taken out the majority of your defenses here, and you're giving us those 2 options.
I mean, there's a third option.
Yeah.
3rd, 4th, 5th. The 3rd option is you could also give up. And the 4th option is you could just fling yourself off the tower. Or the 5th option is we could fling you off the tower. There's a lot more. Let's not make it so black and white.
I like option 5 if we're voting.
I mean, should we take a vote?
Show of
guys?
hands. Show of hands.
I'm thinking option 5.
I rarely agree with these guys, but I like what they're saying.
Wow, we're all in consensus for a change.
Wait,
Ugh.
what was option 5? I'm having trouble remembering.
Ooh.
Where we throw them off the. We throw 'em-
Oh,
you were being.
okay.
At this point,
Ah.
Clock kind of pipes up from behind you guys. He says, "This is very fun, adventure-y type banter, and I'm happy to have been part of it, but I do want to point out that there are more bad guys coming. Probably pretty soon, so I don't want to tell you what to do or anything, but I would resolve this situation."
Clock, can you keep them off our tail for using methods that we've employed in the past? Can you try and direct them away in the meantime as best you can?
There's only so much I can do now, but I'll hold them off for.
I would like to
As long as I
cast
can.
Guiding Bolt at the asshole.
Okay.
the guy who's talking a lot.
All right. Guiding bolt.
Guiding Bolt.
Let me.
There
I'm gonna
go my
change,
spells.
change the music then.
All right. We've done a lot. There's a lot of banter. There's a lot of threats. Let's just kill the bad guy. That is a 17.
All right, 17.
Yeah.
Let me pull up a sheet. I'm pretty sure that's gonna hit. Boop, boop, boop.
I really hope so, because it's like the last spell I got.
Yeah, even if he were to shield it, I think that's gonna hit. So, you go ahead and roll damage for that. Everybody else go ahead and roll initiative for me.
Aye, aye.
That's not great. That's a total of 12.
Okay. Actually, I'm gonna swap
7.
swap to this song instead, I think.
1.
All right, so Cricky said
Rolls are good
7.
tonight.
I did not.
Oh, wait, who said?
I said 7.
Oh, you said 7. When you guys are quiet, your
I
voices sound
said
oddly
1.
similar.
All right. Just remember, if it's a low roll, it's probably me.
Okay.
Oh, I got lower
I
than
don't
you.
know about that. I'm pretty bad.
All right, so Bate got 7. Dragathia, what did you get?
Natural 20.
Of course you did. Boom, 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 boom. And Jess, you got 1.
Oh no.
Nice.
One.
Okay. Let's see. 1 and okay. So Rid, what did you get?
I got 11.
Okay. Ty.
18.
Okay. Okay, 18. And then Rain, what did you get?
17.
Okay. Dum, 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 ba-da-dum.
Behind our party.
Oh, yeah, you guys need to go ahead and adjust whichever tokens you were using.
Oh.
And then remove the extras. I didn't remember who had a preference for which character, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, our party is weirdly larger.
It's gotten somehow larger.
Look at this. Look at this assassin standing right behind
Spectators.
us.
We don't see them.
No, we don't know this is there, but it's there. I just named my character Rain instead of their character's name. It's been a long day.
I'm in a dilemma. I'm trying to choose between 2.
All right, so that guy is bad.
Do you need me to pick for you?
Well, yeah, because not both of these have been
Yeah.
available.
Oh,
Yeah.
one's pink now. I don't know. I just- So-
Cool. Yeah.
These guys are not,
Yeah.
not doing good.
This one, because you use the bow more than you use your.
Yeah, that's usually the one that I use, but she's never available, so I've always used this one, so I had a dilemma.
Then use the one that you want that you
No,
never
it's
get to
fine.
use that is actually here. Well, how is
Yeah,
this a
I'm doing
debate?
it. Because I get attached to things. Shut up.
Are you getting rid of this one? This one
Oh
right
yeah,
here?
sure.
Remember
I was
the
gonna get rid
horse.
of this one that I've just colored. Oh,
All right.
sorry.
Are you guys set up?
That was a tough decision.
I'm ready.
All right, cool. Let me swap
I
our
have
view
forgotten how
then.
to spell my character's name. I've got it. Never mind.
Well, maybe if you hadn't spelled it all fancy, you wouldn't have that problem, huh?
Fucking A and E. I threw myself into a boss with that, didn't I?
Yeah, you did.
I was trying to be fancy.
Which one's yours? This guy?
Okay, there we go.
Sure.
Okay, Rain, what did you roll in damage?
12.
12, okay. Very good. So as your guiding bolt manages to snake through the people in front of you, slamming into him in the back, it does impact and does appear to hurt.
That's good news. That's what it's supposed to do.
Yeah, he seems it doesn't seem to have maybe done as much damage as you thought, just because he looks like a frail young man. But as it kind of hits him, and like it makes like a sound, but like instead of like what you'd expect to be steam, almost like a bit of you see like a bit of black mist sort of kind of like eke out of the wound, and then it closes shut. All right, so let me go ahead and mark his HP off. Okay.
How
So-
how is Indaliah bound or trapped? Is there any visible like bindings?
Roll me. You know what? Roll me a perception check.
is 9.
I mean, you can't tell much. They appear to be holding both of her arms, so her arms aren't tied. But other than that, it's hard to tell what's going on with her. All right,
Okay.
so that brings us to the top of the turn order. Dragathiel, you're up first.
Oh boy. Okay.
Bad guys are that way. Don't attack us.
Yeah, right. That's the kicker. I am going to. I guess get. Is there a way for me to get closer to the wizard? Like,
I mean,
Could
yeah,
I
you
pass-
can move straight to him. What are you asking?
I mean, are either of the cultists gonna get like, a
Attack
chance
of opportunity.
Yeah.
The only way that they will get that is if you move into their range and then
Direct.
out of their range.
Directly
You can
from-
move.
okay,
You
that's
can.
what I wondered.
Yeah, as long as you stay essentially adjacent to them, they
Yeah.
won't be able to attack. With
Cool.
yeah.
All right. Well, I guess I'm just gonna move up to the wizard and go ahead and smack him with my axe.
All right. Yeah. Go ahead and move yourself, and then we'll. All right. So. Boop. Cool.
And I'm gonna go ahead and cast guided strike.
Okay.
So that'll add +10 bonus. So make it 22.
Okay. Yep, that definitely hits.
Sweet. And then, sorry, my thing keeps going back to the wrong page.
Yep.
Stop. Thank you. Okay. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I think my computer's having a heart attack. Hold on.
No
Sorry.
worries.
There it goes. Okay. Uh, 11.
11. Okay. Just to be clear, it is going to be his turn next, and Mercy, you're on deck after that.
Yep.
Okay. So, 11 points of damage on the. Okay. Very good. Okay. Yeah, that definitely hits. Is it like slams into his shoulder? You like he stumbles back for a second. You hear a crack, and he's like, "Ah, you will pay for that." Go ahead.
Oh boy. From, let's see, from where I was. Would you say I moved like 20 feet?
5, 10. Yeah, about yes. We'll call it 20.
Okay. Then I'm gonna move the rest of my distance away from everything.
If you do, they both.
Okay, never mind. I forgot. Never mind.
Okay, is that say 2 people get attack of opportunity? Yeah, on you.
Yeah, I knew that.
Um,
Sorry.
Yep, no worries. So were you gonna do anything else with your action, bonus action, movement, whatever you've got left? I don't think you have anything. I'm just checking. Okay. All right. So now being his turn. Yeah. So he is going to. At this point, with you right up on him. Yeah, okay. So what he's going to do, suddenly you see, as you're watching him, he holds out his hand for a second. And boop, 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 he's going to cast color spray on you. Dum, dum, dum. Actually, you know what? No, take that back. He didn't like getting hit. You hit him pretty hard. He's actually going to go ahead and do a couple different things. So first, he is going to cast Mirror Image. And let me see. So let me duplicate him real quick. Actually, I don't feel like I need to for the purpose of this. Okay, so in front of you, you see as just several different clones of this guy appear, and it becomes very difficult to tell which one is the real him, as they all seem to move and act identically. With that, I think. Yeah. What you then see, he's actually going to go ahead and use his bonus action spell as well. So he then uses Misty Step, and he's going to. You see all of the clones at the same time. Suddenly, this huge cloud of mist forms, as suddenly just, and he just pulls back to get some distance on you guys. Actually, you can go. I want to put in one more. All right, very good. And that is going to end his turn. Mercy, it's your turn.
The crystal, the one closest to me, or like observing them, is there anything noticeable? Anything I can? Because you said we made the assumption that they're like the kind of the other side of the crystals that we destroyed or fixed. So are they like? Do they seem defunct? Like, do they seem powered down?
Roll me another perception check to see.
Sure. 23.
Yeah, so as you take a look at these crystals, having seen the other ones, at this point you guys have gathered that, again, they were powering these larger crystals up here on the roof, which were then redirecting or transmuting energy into something else. At this point, they don't appear to be doing anything, but as you look closer, you do see the occasional, like just crackle of purple energy kind of like shift around it. So they do appear to have some charge left, but other than that, they don't appear to be doing anything right now.
Okay, I'm going to attack the cultist on the left, my left, Indaliah's right.
Okay.
So I'm gonna approach and I'm gonna attack with my favorite sword, my favorite long sword.
Okay, very good.
And roll a hit. 14.
Yep, 14 hits. Go ahead and roll damage on that one.
Uh, 5 damage.
5 damage, okay, very good.
And then I'm going to use my bonus action with the other longsword.
Okay. Do it.
Do I still? I can't recall to roll with a disadvantage.
Yep. Be as long as that is yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
You gather because of your other sword for some reason. You're just not really into this plain, more boring sword.
Yeah.
So you're just not feeling it.
I rolled a 6.
A 6 unfortunately does not hit. So as you come in with this first strike and just slam it into his shoulder, he's like, ah! And then he kind of like ducks out of the way as you just kind of lazily swing the other sword over his head. It's just like, stupid, boring sword. Did you want to do anything else?
The only thing is I wanted to see, so when the wizard was first hit,
actually,
that black, you said he emitted some sort of like black smoke, and was there a similar effect for the cultist?
Hold on.
Sure.
I forgot to roll a concentration check. Okay. So yeah, as actually, so at this point you do see just the slightest bit as Lady Indaliah begins to like shift and move. She still seems very much out of it, but where she seemed rather not there before, it appears after Jagathiel smashed the crap out of Vistra and he ran away. It appears that she is now coming to somewhat.
Okay. Did the cultist I attack emit any sort of like similar effect, like that black smoke that came off the
No,
wizard, or is this guy?
The other guy seems to be relatively bleeding like a normal person.
Gotcha. And last question, he let go of Indaliah?
He did at this point to try and like dodge your second strike.
Got you. Okay. And I end my turn.
Okay, very good. Bate, it is your turn, and then Ness, you are going to be on deck after that.
So I am not within 5 feet of. You said is Vistra.
Vistra, yeah, he's the orange guy at the back there.
Okay. Do I know his name, or is that?
You guys have gathered that is probably him after your conversation with the guy that you captured and interrogated earlier. But
Okay.
yeah.
But I'm within 5 feet of both the cultists, right?
Yeah, you can move to within 5 feet of them.
Okay. Yeah, I want to do that.
Okay.
Does that use my turn, or I can?
No, movement. Yeah, just movement. So, what are you wanting to do?
I want to do Word of Radiance on both of them and him if he's close enough, but I don't think he's close enough.
Let me see. So, Word of Radiance.
Divine Word, burning radiance erupts from you. Each creature of your choice you can see within range must succeed in Constitution saving throw, or take 1d6 radiant damage.
Yeah.
Could I move
But it's-
between them to be close enough?
I-
For both?
You have to be within 5 feet
Yeah.
of all of them.
So if
And
I-
each of
so if I
these
move-
squares is 5 feet, so there's no.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So at this point, you wouldn't be able to.
Okay, he's farther away than I thought he was. Okay,
Yeah.
sorry. Okay, then I'll just do these two.
So you can't reach either. So
I can only
if you were
reach one.
if you were where Lady Indaliah was, she
Mhm.
is within 5 feet of both of them.
Can I move to her and then do that? Or is that too much movement? It's fine if not. If not, I'll just Eldritch Blast some stuff.
Yeah, you'd have to expend an action, kind of essentially grappling her
Okay.
away from him in order for that to work. So yeah,
So there's one cultist still holding her?
yeah, this guy here.
Okay,
Appears
that's the
to-
one I would like to Eldritch Blast.
Okay, very good. Go ahead and do it.
I rolled 18 plus 6.
Hey, yeah, that's definitely gonna hit. Go ahead and roll for damage. And I think so. You swapped to agonizing blast, so now you let's see. You should be at like 1d10 plus 4, right? It's something ridiculous.
Why isn't this going away?
Actions, Eldritch Blast. Yeah,
1d10 plus 4. So I
Yeah.
roll 4 d10s.
Nope. 1d10, and then add 4 to it. So the
Oh.
minimum damage you can do now is 5, which is a lot
Yay!
better than 1.
Retweet.
Guaranteed
Okay,
5.
so I rolled a 4, so 8.
8 damage. Okay. Yeah, it blasts into him, and you just see him kind of like stumble back and kind of lose his grip on her. Yeah, he definitely does. Yeah. He doesn't seem too happy with it, but he can't do anything about it yet because there's still like 4 more people in the turn order ahead of him because they rolled like garbage. So,
Are there any bonus actions I can do? I don't think I have any other than the...
I don't think there's any you have access to that you can use right now. Let me
yeah,
see.
no, I can't right now.
Yep.
I don't have the other one up.
Nope.
Okay.
All right. So, technically, Ness was supposed to go and then you, so my bad. Ness, it
Oh.
is your turn.
It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, that's my fault. So, Ness, and then Tortang, you're after that.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Okay. I can hear the fire truck that has been idling at the firehouse across the street for like the last half hour, and it's really starting to piss me off.
Start a fire just to fuck with them. But wait till it leaves.
Just the worst. Okay, I would like to. I think. Do I have to be able to see them? Each hostile creature. It doesn't say that I have to be able to see them. Like to. That's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Yeah, we're gonna step kind of towards this crystal, and
Okay.
then I'm gonna use my Radiance of the Dawn.
Okay.
So all 3 of them will have to make a DC 13 saving throw.
All right. Let's see if they do. So the left cultist does not make it. The right cultist does. Wait, what is your spell save DC?
It's 13.
13. Okay, so the right one does make it. And you said it was wisdom? Oh yeah.
Yes.
He does not make
No,
it.
Constitution. Sorry.
Nope, doesn't make that either. he was around the cusp. So the only one that made it is actually this guy here. So
so that's 11 total damage.
okay.
And it's half for the guy who made it.
Okay, gotcha. Damn. All right. All right. Yeah, is that that slant? This just like burning light sears through these guys. The one on the left is now looking severely in trouble. The one on the right also not looking great. Yeah, no, that was rough. So
And it hits Vistra, right?
yes, yeah, it did.
Okay.
It did
So
hit
it
it.
hit.
Yeah, that was a solid move. What would you like to do with the rest of your turn, sir?
That's it.
Okay.
That's all I can really do.
All right, Tortang, you're up. Then Selena, you're after that.
Sure. So I can see that my compatriots have these two lackeys under control. I have 40 feet of movement, so I'm going to go up and I'm going to whack this guy.
Oh, I'm sorry, Selena, you're actually after the. Don't worry about it yet.
Oh. Is it Selena's turn?
No, don't worry about it.
Oh. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to hit the big guy.
Okay. Okay.
So go ahead and roll. 13 plus 4, 17 to hit.
17. Yep, that does hit. Hold on.
That's. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Let me double check. I want to make sure. I don't think there's
You
anything.
gonna shield it?
Well, that's what I was gonna check. I still don't think, even with that, I don't think he makes it. Oh wait, yep, I'm gonna add shield. So as you go,
Okay.
yeah. So you see this
Sure.
just blinding blue whoosh, pop up over him as you're coming down. It just blink bounces off.
And I use my unarmed.
Oh,
or my
actually,
extra-
what did you roll? 17.
17.
I forgot. You know what? I do need to do this. Let me just do this so it's more clear for me, so I'll remember. Okay.
Oh, he's got mirror image.
Yeah, I forgot. That's something I need to remember. Okay, so.
Yeah, I wasn't going to mention it.
Yeah, I appreciate it. So yeah, you do, and it goes like cutting through one of these and just disappears.
Okay. And then I go in for a claw attack as well.
Okay.
Nope.
What'd you get?
8.
Yeah, no, just kind of
No.
whooshes by.
And that's my turn.
Okay, very good. Then it is going to be these two guys' turn. Let's see. Who do they perceive? So Mercy's right in front, so he's going to go for you first. And he is going to... He's going to cast Magic Missile, which is a dope spell. At second level. Alright, so let me roll some dice. 1. Alright, so 2 on the first one, 2. So 5, 6. Really? So 6 plus 4. So he does. So as you strike him, Mercy, he kind of like steps back for a second, and just out of his hand come these 4 glowing blue arcane darts, and each impacts you in the shoulder and stuff. But they don't appear to be quite as effective as he thought they were going to be. But it does do 10 damage total to you. So
That's just a guaranteed hit.
yes, that is why it's that's why it's useful.
It's a classic, yeah.
It is classic. So he.
Is that all you have?
he looks
that
at
it?
he looks at you. Is it kind of like? Is it
I
kind of
brush
like?
my scarf off.
It just kind of like, and you're like,
Toss.
We're gonna have to try a little bit harder than that.
goodness, yeah, I don't know. Let me see if he can even. I don't think that is a. Let me double check. I don't think this is a bonus action spell.
Hard for me to give you a high five.
Oh, it is. So he, as you say that, he hits you with the missiles, and then he's gonna misty step away over here as well.
Coward.
All right. So
Oh, Misty Step.
yeah, misty step's useful. Okay. So it's this guy's turn. And Bate, with you being in front of him there, he is actually going to target.
Hellish rebuke.
That'll probably. He doesn't know you have it.
I know he doesn't. I'm just saying.
But
if
do
it
you have a
happens-
spell slot left?
I don't think I have any. I didn't use any spells since the last rest, did I?
You guys didn't have a rest after last time.
Nope, don't have any spells. Nope,
Okay.
don't have it.
Gotcha. Okay. So then, yeah, he's just going to reach out for you and cast Shocking Grasp. So, let me try and hit you. I got a 3's not going to hit you. So, as you see his hand crackle with lightning as he reaches out towards you, like you just step back and it just kind of brushes over the part of your robes. But he misses. Yeah. So, but also because I can, he's also going to Misty Step away.
Wow, you guys are so talented.
All right. So with that, Selena, it is now your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna try and crossbow this one. Whoa, never mind.
This is
one over
yeah.
here.
That's why I named them.
Crossbow and Dahlia.
That's why I named them just in case.
Wait, how far away is this cultist to from me?
He's if
Yeah.
you're shooting him with a bow, he's within range.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, he's definitely he's close enough.
Yeah, I'll try and shoot him with my short bow.
Okay. Yep. Do it.
Oh, he's putting the fucking candle on top of my die. Stop it. I mean.
Yes.
I rolled a 3. And with my with my 4, still don't think.
No, unfortunately not.
Okay, well, I'm gonna use my bardic inspiration on Bate, please.
Okay. So, Bate, you now have a bardic inspiration. That means I think it's for 10 minutes. If you have an attack that you think is going to miss, or a save that you think you're going to fail, you can add 1d6 to it. You can only do it one time, but you have 1d6 at your disposal. So if I'll cue you in since you're relatively new. I'll let you know when it's might be a good time.
Bullet, thank you, Selena.
Okay, so
Girl, I feel so good right now.
with that, we're back to the top of the turn order. Jagathiel, you're up. Mercy, you're going to be after shortly after. So.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
No worries.
I am going to go ahead and move up to here.
Okay.
And swing my axe.
Okay.
Eight.
Yeah, unfortunately, you go and swing, and like it just nothing. It doesn't connect with anything. And as there's these 3 of his images kind of swirling around, you're not even sure which one is the real him at this point. As you take it and just miss completely.
Well, crap.
Yeah. Is there anything else you would like to do?
I'm going to go ahead and use my last spell slot to cast Armor of Agathis.
On yourself?
Yes.
Okay. Did Guiding Bolt not take a spell slot? I'm not sorry, not Guiding Bolt, but Guiding Strike.
No, that was. It has its own like.
Okay.
It's like it has its own thing, like the face step.
Okay,
does,
okay,
the
okay,
once per short
Okay,
rest.
cool.
Divinity.
Excellent. Okay.
So yeah. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna do Armor of Agathis.
Okay. Very good. All right. If that ends your turn, it is now his turn.
Yes.
And as you kind of hear like 3 of him at the same time, he's like, I told you would all join me. And you see like his hands begin like swirling in a spellcasting motion. So he is going to go ahead and cast specifically on you, Dragathiel. Let me make sure it's not touch. Yep. Okay. So he kind of reaches out like, and just these black tendrils of energy kind of go streaking out of his hand towards you. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. 16.
Okay. Yep. So you just barely make the save, but so you'll take half. You'll take half damage. So let me roll this. 7, 10, 18, 20, 28. Man, I'm rolling good.
What?
30, 32. How many was that? Was that 7? 35.
Was what 7?
I was counting. I had to roll
dice he rolled.
8d8. I think that was 8. I could be wrong.
That's a big boy spell.
Yep. So, as he reaches out his hand and casts Blight on you, you just like these tendrils of dark energy being like kind of crawling and curling around you, and just you suddenly just feel pretty nasty as this like sickening feeling starts to drain your energy. And with that was his action. And I think that is going to end his turn. Yes. Okay. So he's not going to do anything else just yet. So with that,
So how much damage?
it was half of 35. So divide it in 2 and then round down.
17.
Yep. All right. So, yeah. So with that, oh, and he no, he didn't cast shield. Okay, I just had to unmark that.
Okay.
All right, it is the end of his turn. Mercy, it's your turn.
Firstly, I
And we're
apologize if this is a little redundant. Can I see any indication that he's drawing power from the crystals, whatever charge is left from them? Is there any indication?
based on what you rolled before, it doesn't appear to be. If he is going to, he hasn't yet.
Okay. All right, I'm going to 5, 10, 20, 25. I'm gonna move up to here, and then I'm going to attack this closest
Okay. Yep. Go and
visage.
roll to hit.
I'm gonna attack with my
Of course.
good sword.
Yeah, I'll assume that that's going to be your first attack
Yeah.
every time.
14.
Yep. So you go and take a swing, and it does look like it's going to hit him, and then it cuts through midair as this other clone disappears. But yeah. Let me double check that. Oh no, I'm wrong. I think you. Let me double check. Let me pull it over here. If you have 3 duplicates, yep. If you have 2, okay. I think I may have messed up earlier, but yeah. So you do hit him actually.
Yes.
So I think technically Tortang's attack should have hit, and I missed that.
It's fine.
So do I hit him?
Yes.
All right, let me
There's
roll
a
for
reason for
damage. Ooh, it's a 2.
Okay. So yeah, I did the spell wrong. So I'm gonna give you an extra attack on your next go around there, Tortang. All right. So what did you get?
I rolled a damage of 2.
Damage of 2. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. That's better than 0.
Yes, it is.
Wait, what? How did you only get 2?
Sorry.
What is the plus to your sword?
Um,
Don't you have plus damage? That
plus-
should.
yeah. Well, I rolled a 1, and then I have a +1 on it.
You don't have any strength bonus or anything
I'm
like that?
pretty sure you do. Let me check. Let me check your character sheet. Mercy. Oh yeah, it says +1.
I remember I haven't identified it yet. If that's what you're thinking.
Oh, nope. So shouldn't it? Oh, it's because you're using long swords, which use strength and not dexterity. Got it. Okay. So Yes.
Otherwise, it would be
Favorite
this-
weapon.
Well, both of them are longswords technically.
Yeah.
Sorry. What?
Really quickly,
Yes, ma'am.
I attuned it to my axe, didn't I?
Mhm.
Then I need to make a saving throw.
Oh, because you got hit. Yes, you do.
So
Cricky being the good player.
Yep.
yeah.
There's a lot of stuff floating around right now.
So, like, just out of curiosity, then, what were you think? What was your?
So
What were
the
you
way,
thinking? I
so
missed that
catch
one.
me when I miss this. So the way mirror image works, you guys actually need to roll to see if you can pick out him from his clones.
Okay.
A perception check, or
Yes, I believe so. Let me double check.
or is it just a percent chance?
Yeah,
that
it's
we-
just roll d20. It's not perception. It's just
Okay.
a flat d20 roll.
And I have another question.
Yes, go ahead.
So, like, I rolled my damage correct, right? I calculated that correctly based on
Yes,
what
you
you
did.
looked at.
Yes.
What if it were like rapiers, right?
Mhm.
Let's say and that was like, would that be different? Would that be like would I get a dexterity
Yes.
bonus to that?
Yep.
Would it then auto like within my character sheet
Yes.
here? Would that auto update with like a different bonus?
Yes.
Okay. I just
So
wanna
you
make
want
sure.
weapons that are finesse weapons.
Right. Well, I have a proficiency with the rapiers, but I use this longswords instead because I
Well, they are plus one and they're
samurai fighting
magical.
style.
So
They are, and plus, I can use the 1d10 versus the 1d8
on the on that, yeah.
on both of them because I have the fighting style. Anyways, I'm going to attack that same clone, aka him, not a clone, with my less than favorite sword.
Okay.
No, I'm just my disadvantage. That's so lame. That's the second disadvantage in a row where my better roll was the natural 20. So that was
At least you
isn't that how it
rolled-
goes? 9. hit.
Nine to hit. No, that unfortunately will not hit. Would you like to do anything else, sir?
Nope.
Okay, very good. So, at this point, is now going to be.
It's obvious to those around me that I hit the correct one. correct?
Unfortunately, it doesn't. Yeah, they'll still have to
Nice.
make a check. Yeah.
I shout it out.
So, we're still gonna keep the same order from before. So it'll go Bate and then Ness. So Bate, you are up now.
Don't want Ness to go first this time.
Okay, Ness. Yeah, we'll
It's-
swap.
it's your
We'll swap
call.
it. That way you can have a sec to see what. Yes, we'll do that. That's fine. So Ness, you go ahead, and then Bate will go.
Sure. I'm gonna move to Indaliah
Okay.
and not like pick her up, but kind of start trying to pull her towards Clock.
Okay. Yeah, and
As
as
best
she,
as I can.
as you get to her, she's kind of at this point kind of collapsed. She's not like laying flat on the ground, but she is barely kind of like shakily holding herself up from being flat on the ground. She seems to be very exhausted at this point.
Sure.
But-
And I tell her as I like kind of reach for her, like, I'm gonna try and get you out of here. Can you stand? And I kind of start trying to kind of pull her in the direction of Clock.
Yeah, she says, I don't. What is? She said, what has happened? I don't. What is the situation in my tower?
Honestly, if we can just get to the Clock, I'll explain it to you in a second. But you're not safe here.
She glances around. She says, I suppose I could use a bit of a break. All right, so you begin dragging her towards Clock.
I don't know how far I can get her.
It'll
if I can get her to
be
Clock.
half your movement speed.
Okay. So I already used 10, so that's maybe another 10 feet. Or no, whatever. Fuck it. Yay much.
All
Is about how much I imagine I can get with all of the movement I've already done and all that sort of thing.
Yeah. As you're kind of doing this, she says, you don't have like, I don't know, anything. She's like, I'm not doing great, but I should very much like to help.
I really don't.
She just-
And then I looked at you, Selena. Like, you wanna give a hand here? Maybe speak your fancy words. And that's probably my turn.
I'm sorry.
I don't think anybody has.
What I did, but I don't.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
Kirky's the only one with healing, and it's 5 points, as we said earlier.
All right. So yeah, as you begin moving, clock is like, you better hurry, not to rush anybody.
Trying, bud.
Okay, can I? Sorry, is it my turn?
Yeah.
Can I pull out one of the things that I think is a health potion and offer it to her and say, I don't know what this is. I think it's a health potion. If you know what it is, it might help you.
Which one?
To Indaliah.
There's 2 different ones.
Take
a look and let me know which one you're handing her.
The one that we thought was a greater health potion. I know one.
Well,
was
I mean,
darker.
they're both darker. They both look kind of like they could be greater health potions. It's one is slightly darker than the other. It's hard to tell.
I'm gonna offer the one that's less darker.
Okay.
And just say I don't know what this is, but I think it might be a health potion. Do you know what it is, and can it help you?
All right. So yeah, you kind of pull this out, and she kind of glances. She says, at this point, she kind of glances at the cleric, and she says, "Well, I was expecting healing from the cleric, but I appreciate it." And she takes it, and she will go ahead and down it. Let me.
Oh, please don't.
Fingers
die.
crossed.
Please
No.
don't die.
Oh my god.
What was it, Jay?
She
Maybe
seemed-
she knows. Does she know what it is?
She seemed pretty
I know what
confident.
this is, right?
She seemed.
Okay.
So she downed it, and she
Please
does.
Don't kill me. I killed it.
It takes a second, but you see where it was essentially, like, just completely flushed, like, or where her face was completely just drained of blood. She begins to regain some color, and she kind of like stops shaking and kind of pushes herself to stand up. She says, I don't know. I'm not back at 100, but I think I can help a bit.
Expecting healing from the cleric.
All right.
Sorry. Killed a bunch of demons on the way here or whatever.
So
Don't see you contributing to your tower getting taken over by.
Shabby isn't that good enough.
So, with that, I will say at this point. Normally, I'll let that have been your bonus action if you'd still like to use your action to attack. Just as we have the bonus action spell rule, I'll say you handed it to her, and she will take it on her own time.
I'm gonna. Ness, are you good if I go towards them?
Yeah.
I go towards the action.
Yeah. Go kill him.
You and Selena got it. All right, I'm gonna use whatever action I have to get closer to them.
Okay.
For the fight.
There are these 2 lackeys still as well.
So you movement and actions are separate. So you can go ahead and move, and then, or you could just cast Eldritch Blast or any other actions you have available. So
How close can I get? Can I move, like, to the middle of those 3 bros and do the what's it called? The Word of Radiance?
is
But
that?
that's still just 5 feet.
But if
And there's like
if I'm literally
60 feet in between them.
She means the 3 guys up here.
no.
So these are actually.
Oh yeah.
These are
Okay.
mirror images of. So you could go up there and definitely hit him, but these are actually mirror images of him. So there's only one guy there. The
Yeah.
other ones are not real, not
Okay.
physically there.
All right, then I'm gonna. All right, so there's 3 dudes over there. I'm gonna go for the guy on the right and Eldritch Blast.
This guy.
Yeah, the cultist. 2.
Okay. Very good. All right. Yep. Roll to hit.
I rolled a 5, so 11.
11 just misses. As he kind of like ducks under it, and a chunk of wall goes exploding off from behind him on a little bit of that tower spire there.
Learned how to move. Oh, good for you. I'm so proud.
So with that, that will be the end of Bate's turn. Tortang, it is you. And then Selena, you'll be up shortly.
Swinging. And so I have to roll a d20 first, you said, to see if I detect the right one?
Yes. So roll a d20. It's just it's really easy because I went ahead and erased the one. So I think you only have to roll like an 8 at this point.
Well, I got exactly an 8, so that works out really well.
Yep. So you pick out which one is him. Like you see them kind of shifting back and forth between you. Then you pick him out in the middle. Go ahead and take your attack.
16 to hit.
Okay. He is going to cast shield this time. So he casts shield and again, blink.
22 to hit.
Yep, that does hit.
Okay. And you said I get an extra attack with my staff this time?
I'll give you one, yep.
Okay, so that's 8 damage.
Okay, 8 on the first one. Okay.
And then with my claw, I missed. I rolled a 3.
Okay, yep. It just goes creak, like scraping off this shield as it gets deflected to the side there. So, with that. All right, cool. Is this guy's turn over here?
Hey, wizard.
Yes.
I have a quick question.
Yeah, what's
Am
up?
I allowed to like remind Selena of information that her character would already know?
Yes. I suppose so. What? Like what?
Well, like for instance, like with my axe, since she did the attuning and stuff and like told me what it would do, she would then know like what's gonna happen and know to get everyone away from me, kind of a deal.
Oh
Yeah.
shit! Yes, I forgot about that.
Yeah, see,
Thanks.
I mean, you can, or
if
you
I
can.
go crazy, get away.
I mean, you can just say that to the people around you.
Hey guys, 60 feet.
All right.
Shit.
So.
Nope.
Very good.
Good luck.
Yeah, it'll be brutal if she.
So
It's exciting.
wait,
Yes.
reminder again. Is it that you go crazy on literally anyone around, or is it just our
Yeah,
team?
I'll pick the closest,
Closest
person
and
to
then goes to the
me
next closest.
until there's no one within 60 feet around me.
Got you. Okay.
Or
just
until
double
she's
check.
unconscious.
Yeah,
Yeah.
or that.
Okay.
So-
Please just run away. Please don't kill me.
Please. All right. So
I mean, to be fair, it could work in our favor. So like.
I mean,
you
yeah,
dying.
if you guys all run away, I'll just
run away. I just realized what I said.
You kick it.
That it took me a
Good
second.
for us.
I knew what you meant. I was a little worried.
All right. So, I think they're both. Ooh. Okay. So this guy is actually going to cast Hold Person on you, Ness. All right. So. Stop that. Do what I want. Do what I want. I just want to double check his spell save DC. Plus. Okay, his save is 13, so wisdom saving throw.
I rolled exactly a 13 plus 5, so
Yeah,
18.
you definitely make it. So you start to feel your body seize up for a second, and then just absolutely just break out of it. He seems very, very upset with that. With that, it's this guy's turn, and he's going to go ahead and cast another magic missile. But this time, it's gonna go for Selena, who took a shot at him earlier. 4, 6, 8, 11. So just these 3 arcane darts come flying towards you and just impact your body, Selena. So that's 11 points of damage on you.
Ow.
I think he's gonna go ahead and move back a little further.
Fucking coward. Yeah, you better back away, you little bitch.
All right.
You little bitch.
Bitch. So yes, that is going to be the end of his turn. Selena, it is now your turn. What would you like to do? You're muted.
You're muted.
Did that back me up, or was I always that far away? I was always that far away. Never mind. Sorry.
Didn't I move closer when I went to Boppo him?
No.
No, because you moved away because you were helping Indaliah, weren't you?
Okay, never mind. Yeah.
Am I still within distance to get this call test?
What is it? What is the range you're looking for?
Short bow, right?
80 feet.
Should be.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna give it
Yep.
another go then. Try and shoot him again.
Okay, do it.
Mm, 10.
10 unfortunately does not hit.
No, I didn't think so.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I don't have a bonus action either.
I don't think you've got one that you can use without a spell
No.
slot.
Yeah, nothing.
Yep.
Because I've got that 2-weapon fighting, but that doesn't count with a short bow. So, nope.
Right. Yeah. With that, Clock kind of speaks up. He's like, I'm trying. they're starting to come through.
Oh boy, he's trying.
And Indaliah turns to you at this point, and Nessie says, "What is he talking about?"
There's a lot more nasty headed our way.
She says, "Oh, well, that's less than ideal."
Isn't it just?
Actually, let me slot her in the turn order.
Isn't
here.
it just?
Isn't it just bless your little heart.
Bless your little heart.
And actually, let me grab with that. Let me drop this guy over here. Boop. And where is? Did I not spawn my extra guy? You know, I'm just gonna duplicate this guy and make him a different color. We'll make him red so it's more obvious, maybe that he's like dark red. Boom.
Ooh, it's menacing.
So. Boom. So what you guys see pop through is a very familiar sight. One of the cultists looks very much like the others, and beside him appears to be one of the chain devils you guys interacted with before. As he steps through, there's like a loud crack as this chain whoosh, slams onto the ground. Yeah. Let me roll initiative for them real quick. Ooh, that's not good for you. Neither's that. Okay. All right. Oops, I never put her in there. Okay. Yep, Indaliah is now in the turn order as well.
Thank God for her.
All right, so okay, cool. So with that, it is now top of the turn order. Jagathiel, it is your turn. Aim.
Oh.
Yep. What are you doing?
Well, I guess I gotta make a roll to find out if I'm nuts.
That's that. You didn't get hit. Oh, you mean to see who you can hit? Yes. Nobody's hit you yet.
Does that spell not count?
You didn't. You rolled already once, didn't you? I thought you rolled and were fine.
No.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you need to roll.
I didn't
At the
roll.
beginning of your turn, then yeah, you got to roll.
Yeah, I have not rolled. Oh boy. That's good. We got a 1. We're good.
Wait. What did you roll?
Wow.
Okay. What did you need to roll for reference?
15.
Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah. So at this point, you guys kind of hear just like as like this Jagathiel from the other side appears to just be fuming mad at this point. The wizard guy is still the closest to you. Go ahead and roll to see if which of him, if you can hit the right one. Just roll a flat d20. This isn't an attack. It's just to see if you can pick out which one is him.
13.
Yeah. So even in your rage, you like I've got you. So go ahead and roll an attack.
Okay. Oh, come on.
And he does still have shield active, I believe, until his it's his turn.
Uh,
13.
13. So yeah, as you go to hit him, it goes boink and just bounces off. His bounces off his shield. Is there anything else you would like to do with your turn?
No, I'm dead.
All right. As you take that swing at him, it like deflects your axe, and then it sort of disappears. The shield is now gone at this point. With that, it is his turn. Let's see, what's he gonna do? Let's do that. So in front of you guys, all three of you, so Tortang, Mercy, and Dragathiel, you suddenly see like just these dark tendrils, like almost like that of an octopus, kind of spring out of the ground and begin grasping at you guys. So when a creature enters the area for the first time, or on a turn starts its turn there, creature must succeed a dexterity saving throw or take 3d6 bludgeoning damage. So it'll be at the start of each of your turns, which is not yet. Well, it actually is now for Mercy. So Mercy, it is your turn. Also, if you try to move through it, it takes basically it's difficult to train, so it'll have your movement speed. So I should probably put like a marker out for that. So he centered it. He centered it on himself, seemingly. Actually, no, he doesn't. Yeah, he did. So it's a 20-foot square. So 1, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So there is tentacly things going on here in that square there.
So I'm gonna roll dexterity first and foremost.
Yes, you will. And I forgot, he still has his bonus action spell. He's got one more D, so he's gonna Misty Step out of there.
Of course.
Leaving you guys behind. So.
Son of a bitch.
So now it is your turn, Mercy. What are you doing? Do you make your saving throw?
Not yet.
Okay.
Mind, I'm crazy.
13.
Yep.
No, sorry, 14. No, 13. I was right. I was 13. My math.
13. Yeah, you do not make it. Let me roll damage for you real quick. My d6. So 5, 5, 6. So that is 16 points of damage. And you're restrained by the tentacles until the spell ends.
So I can't move.
Yep. A creature that's. Yep.
I'm going to for my turn.
A creature restrained by the tentacles can use its action to make a strength or dexterity check against the spell save DC. So now that you have started your turn there, you can make another save to try and get out now that you're restrained, because that wasn't your action. So essentially you'll be spending your action to try and get out of there.
All right, I'm going to then use my action to try and get loose.
Okay.
Do I get to choose between strength and dexterity?
You do.
Or does well, I'm going to choose dexterity.
Okay. Very good.
And that is a 19.
Okay, that's good. Yep. So you do manage to like just kind of cut the tentacles away with your swords, and you are now free to move as you see fit. I will say, because she has not changed targets yet, you won't take an attack of opportunity from Dragathiel, but very shortly that will not be true.
So essentially, my action. So I used my action to get out of there, right?
Yes.
So I can still have my bonus action.
You have a bonus action and movement, yes.
So I can move up and then. All right, so I'm gonna move up.
Okay.
To see if I can then determine which of these wizard bitches is the real guy. The
okay.
Real McCoy.
Very good.
Are the black
For
things for
perception.
the tentacles?
Yeah, just the little black liney lines I drew on the ground. I don't have any. Turns out I don't have any actual tentacles.
So we just don't want to go in that section, like go around them, or how?
Yes, you don't want to go in there. It's a concentration spell up to 1 minute. So,
Okay, but just in that square, right?
Yes.
Okay, sorry, thank you.
So if you hit him, he might drop it.
It might. In fact, hold on. Let me check. Yep, go ahead. If you're rolling to attack there.
Me? Well, I rolled a 15 on my perception. So
Okay, yep, you know which one is him. Go ahead and attack.
All right.
And it's not perception, it's just a flat die roll. What was the total?
Oh,
I think
you said perception before.
It's no, sorry, I messed that up. So it's only
Okay.
It's a max. You only have to make 8. So as long as you rolled higher
it's
than 8,
11. I rolled an 11.
yeah, you're good then.
Oh, okay. He's not a very good guy. All right. To hit, I rolled a 22.
22, yeah, that definitely hits. Go ahead and roll for damage there. As you see him kind of like Like he misty steps away, and you hear just like this, and then as you lock onto him, he's like, "Oh!" as the sword comes swinging towards him. What do you get for damage?
I rolled a 7 for damage.
Okay.
And I'm gonna do it with laughter on my face.
Okay, we're good. As that sinks into him, he's like, "Ah!" Wait, and you were attacking with your main weapon, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Of course.
Just hey, man.
I'm not crazy. It is the better sword.
It is. All right. With that, it is now actually this guy's turn. So, let me pull up. Oh man, there's a lot of people in this fight.
Yeah.
So, does he have? All right, cool. Yeah. So, now he doesn't even have to move. So, the chain devil whoosh, like whips his chain and just goes flying towards you. This is barbed hook end, aiming for you, Ness.
I'm gonna hit him with that warding flare, giving him disadvantage on the roll.
Okay. And a good thing that you did. So the first attack just completely whiffs. Does it apply to all of his attacks for this round, or is it just one attack?
When you are attacked, you can use your reaction to impose disadvantage on the attack roll. So I think it only counts for the first attack.
Okay, that makes sense. Well, the second one was only 12, so I don't think that's going to hit you either. So these chains whip, just go by you, and you just kind of dodge out of the way. That's going to be the end of his turn for this part. Ness, it is now your turn, and then Indaliah is up after you, and Bate, you'll be shortly thereafter.
This is your tower. You're apparently really old. Any bright ideas? Got anything for me?
You see her, she kind of ignores you, and you see her hands begin working as she's muttering some incantation.
Okay, I can live with that. I'm gonna. All I got really left. Actually, no, that's not true. Boop, boop. I'm gonna step into about here.
Okay.
And I am gonna cast Word of Radiance.
Whisper advantage.
The whisper advantage.
Whisper advantage.
I'm voting for you right
Yeah,
now.
there's not even a roll for me. It's a roll for them. So.
Okay, what do they have to make?
Constitution 13.
Chain Devil
Or take.
did not make it.
Okay.
And the other guy did.
Well, then Chain Devil takes 5 radiant damage.
Okay. All right, noted. What is the other guy just completely saves?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, very good. With that, it's actually... Are you going to do anything else with your turn, sir? Okay, let me double check the spell she's working on to make sure that you're all good. I think you are. As she's sitting there, you kind of see her hands swirling, and in the midst of it, almost this like rainbow color, like you see forming between her fingers, as she just quietly muttering something under her breath there. And I believe you're okay.
Please don't kill me. Again.
I think you're okay. Okay, up to, so she can make it smaller. So what now appears in front of you, just like right in front of your face, Ness, this just glowing, like almost this prismatic sphere forms right around Clock. Let me see. I think you're okay, but let me check. Alternatively, you can shape the wall into a sphere. Wall, duration. Unit creatures. You designate. Oh, yeah, you could pass through it anyways. Cool. Yeah, so at this point, you just barely see the forms of these two guys behind this multicolored wall of light that has appeared in front of you. Let me make... She's actually really not in good shape still. But she's okay for now. All right, so that's going to end her turn.
Do I know she's not in good shape?
Roll me an Arcana check.
Okay. 9.
9. Okay. It's hard to tell what's wrong with her.
Okay.
Yep. All right. So,
But I can tell something's wrong.
yes.
Okay.
Would be that wizard's turn. But he's kind of stuck in there right now. He's like, what is this? And you see him kind of like tap it for a second. He's like, ah, as his hand kind of comes back burned. At this point,
What does he tap?
there's now, actually, let me draw it for you guys. So there's now basically a spherical light. Let me see. Can I change my color? Oh, I can't because I'm the, Nope, not there. Like this. Basically, a sphere has appeared around this point over here. I wish I could make it brighter. Somebody else draw a sphere there. There's no way for me to do it, actually. Somebody with it, yeah, blue or something.
Oh!
I full on shit my pants for a second.
That scared. That was the
It'll,
loudest thing I've ever heard.
Freaked the F out.
Let's undo that.
Why we can't have nice
I didn't do that, right?
I don't know who did it.
Somebody flip the table.
That scared the.
Who flipped the table? I mean, the fight's not even going that bad.
I wasn't
guys.
even. I was like tabbed out.
You know what,
I was
guys?
not even
Oh,
on
mine's
that.
literally not responding, so it definitely was not me.
You know what, guys? I've got it under control.
Just almost pooped my
Let
pants.
me just put it.
Oh my!
I crashed my
God.
game. Oh, there we go.
I made an audible noise. I was like, legitimately scared.
Someone clip that for the love of God.
Oh
Let's,
no!
disaster.
I want to see all of our reactions.
Let's let. I've got it under control. So now there is where that green dot is. There is a sphere now around these guys.
Fight starts over.
Yeah, there's just a. Yep, I guess we gotta. Oh well, at least I know what you're gonna do now. Yeah, I can't make a
That's what
sphere.
caused the flip. That, because that's not a fair.
So
my heart, my fragile heart.
he tries to make a save. He fails miserably. He's gonna take a bunch of damage. All right, so yep. So as you see him, like both of these creatures that are inside of this sphere, like they all of a sudden just like kind of burst into flames a bit. He's like, what? Like he's just like trying to wipe it off and pat it out, and he just kind of, you see him cast he's cast magic missiles to try and break through it. He's not rolling great on it. Nope. So, oof. Yep. Nope. Doesn't really do anything. So it just goes ping, 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 and he seems to be very much in trouble inside this thing. As he you see him trying to push out. He becomes claustrophobic, and you see him look at the chain devils. They're both kind of looking behind them at Clock, trying to figure out how to get out of here. All right. Bate, it is now your turn. Then Tortang, you were going to be up next.
Okay, I am going to show Lady Indaliah the other potion I have.
Okay.
And be like, are you okay? What would you like me to help with? I have this. I still don't know what this does.
So where did you get that?
I found it in your tower amongst the bad guys stuff.
Don't touch that unless it's an absolute emergency.
Are you in an emergency? I mean, we all might die right now. I kind of feel like, I'd prefer.
She says, unless it's an absolute emergency, do not touch that.
As I rage and scream in the background.
So if this doesn't count as an emergency. I'm just qualifying
That's
your.
that's about all the speaking time you're getting in.
Okay. All right.
In the middle
all right,
of combat.
Thank you. I'll just throw that right on back in my backpack. And good old cultist wizard.
Okay. So both of these guys are
yeah.
currently, they're not able to get out. Your attacks cannot pass through it either. You can walk through, but your attacks will not pass through.
Son of a snicker.
So there's these guys over here, but you get the sense looking at them that they're probably well contained right now.
Okay. So I'm gonna go for one of the douche copters that are that I can hit.
And I should also mention, while it was relatively dark out here, this sphere she's made is just producing a light that has kind of illuminated almost the entire top of this tower. So yeah, go ahead Go ahead and do what you're doing there.
And I can't. Okay. Well, since we had trouble hitting Cultist 2, let's try to hit Cultist 1 with Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
Right? They're within 120 feet.
Yeah, let's move you right here so you can see him better. Because the crystal would have been in your way there.
Put me into the box of death.
I'll try.
Nah.
All right, just roll
That
to
didn't
hit for this guy.
right. Eldritch Blast. I rolled a 15 total.
Yeah, that hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Oh no, not this part. And that is 1d10 plus 4. I rolled a 1.
So
Plus 4.
5 damage total. Very good. Yep. So as it slams into him, you see him kind of like fall to his knees, breathing heavy. He seems to be in bad shape, but he's not yet dead.
Oh, couldn't duck, dodge, and weave that one, could you, bro?
He's just like, you see just a bit of blood. He's like, Tortang, it is your turn. You must make a saving throw. Go ahead.
Let's do that real quick.
Strength or dexterity.
I'm going dexterity as a 21.
21. Okay. Yep.
For a perception check, what does that take? My bonus action or my?
What are you
main
trying
action?
to perception check?
I wanted to look at one of the crystals real quick and see if I see anything like on them or anything, just to make sure that they don't have those black spikes that we saw before in them.
Okay.
Because you said there was like purple was coming off it, like that evil stuff we saw.
Sure. I won't. Yeah. Go ahead and roll. It's not gonna cost you anything for that.
13.
I mean, you think you see a little tiny crackle of energy, maybe, but they're kind of just seem to be sitting there. They don't seem to be doing anything right now.
Okay. And you said I take damage as I move out of this thing, right?
Yes, actually. So you take half damage, but you do. Don't want to slight you on this. I think but you still can't. You can move through it now, though, as long as you make the save.
I did.
11, 16, 20, 21. Is that right? Am I rolling?
And that's
right?
halved.
No, that wasn't halved. Sorry, I was just making sure. Oh, hold on. Let me make sure I'm rolling the right one. I don't want to screw you that bad. Black tentacles, aptly named spell, by the way. Oh, yep. I was rolling too many. Let me do it again. So 5, 9, and 12. 12 total. So 6.
Okay.
6 points of damage, and you can move out.
I moved on to the other side of Dragathiel here.
Okay.
And I'm going to take a harder look at this crystal to see if there's anything in it.
Okay. Yeah, you can do that.
19.
Yeah, you definitely can tell that they still appear to have some charge left in them.
Okay, but there's nothing actually like physically stuck in them or anything?
Not that you can tell, no.
Okay. Cool. I'm assuming that was my action, so.
Yep.
I'm done.
All right. So, Tortang, Acolyte 1. Okay, so this guy, Mr. Cultist, he now on his last leg is going to fire a barrage of magic missiles at Bate.
Yeah, come at me.
All right, so 4, 7,
I'm scared of you.
9. So he hits you like these 4 hit you for 9 points of damage.
Oh,
And he's
it hurts so bad.
but he's just kind of breathing, but he seems very determined still to kill you. He doesn't say anything. He just has this death look in his eyes. Okay, so
Can I smile and give him a thumbs up, like real?
That's the look I get.
in fact, actually, so that was his action. But you do see him. 1, 2, 3, 4. So he is going to move over to this crystal, and you see him start to put his hand on it. And then from behind you, you hear Vistra say, "No, that is not for you." But he seems to be ignoring me and going for it anyways. So that was the end of his turn. So this guy, I think he's gonna. I'm enjoying magic missiles. It's fun and easy. So he's gonna unleash more magic missiles on Tortang there. So 4, 4,
Oh, crap, I still had
3,
that.
1. So 12 total.
Dang.
Slam into you there, sir. I don't think he's gonna do anything else. He's fine. He's pretty happy where he is there. He's feeling kind of safe. So, Selena, it is now your turn. Then Dragathiel, you're gonna be up next after that.
I'm just gonna keep trying to get this fucking cultist dude.
Okay.
I'm determined.
He doesn't seem to consider you a threat too much right now. Your bow and arrow
Well,
seems
yeah,
to.
because I'm doing shit, but you know. 20? No, 21.
Yeah, that hits.
Oh yeah.
There
What
you
did
go.
I say? What did I say? Underestimate me, a little
You
bitch.
little
bitch. Right. Get him. Oh, I only have 1. 5 damage.
5 damage. That's that's enough. As it slams into his chest, you see him starting to raise his hand to try and cast another spell, and his blood kind of goes running down his chin, and then he just kind of falls over backwards. So he is now he's now out of the turn order. Jagathiel, it is your turn. First,
Say that like I have a choice.
well, first you have to make a saving throw, either strength or dexterity, whichever is better for you. I assume it's strength.
Yeah, it is.
Let's go ahead and maybe make a strength saving throw.
Natural 20.
Yep. So you just break out of the tendrils. You do still take half damage for them. Oh yeah. Let me see. You must succeed dexterity saving throw. Actually, you know what? Tortang, you do not take damage because you weren't already restrained. You started your turn in there, but it's only if you're already restrained.
Oh.
Or if you fail your saving throw. So, I only read the second part, so you do. So yeah, you're good. So you break out Dragathiel, and Tortang's right behind you there.
Hey, buddy.
So,
Hey.
yep, go ahead and roll to hit.
Yep. 10.
10. No, like you.
I got a 21 armor class, so
Yeah, he kind of like ducks out of the way.
Roll that natural 20.
Yeah, Tortang, you just see this massive axe come swing at your head as you kind of like duck down.
there's a reason I stood next to her.
Yeah. All right, so that's pretty much all you're gonna be able to do there, Dragathiel, since you're kind of stuck attacking him.
Yeah.
And we can delete this guy. All right, so it is now Vistra's turn again. Yeah, he wouldn't have been able to do that anyway. So he's going to cast Jeremy. He's gonna cast Blight on Mercy there. I think.
That's you.
Bum.
Sorry.
All right, so Mercy, I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw. Don't worry, it's just a terrible, awful thing.
Um, 12.
12 does not make it. All right, so I'm gonna add this as I go. It's 8d8. So these black tendrils of darkness just come and they just grasp your body and start tightening, and just you feel sickly and ill as necrotic damage surges through your body. So let me see. So 1 is 6. 6, 2.
Should I just stop you when I'm?
Oh, because if it's double your HP, you permadeath.
Oh, gotcha.
I don't think I could get that high. I'm adding it up on calculator so I don't mess up this time. I'm rolling pretty low. It's not could be worse. At least so far. That one was better. And okay. All right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. You take 35 points of damage as these tendrils constrict around you and kind of seem to seep into every pore of your being. Yep. Are you still up?
No, I am unconscious.
Okay. You guys see as Mercy falls unconscious, just this black energy kind of constricting him as it kind of seeps into his body. I want to make sure there's nothing else. Yep, nope, that's only applies if you're a plant. You're not a plant, so.
As far as you know.
Yeah. All right, so Mercy goes down. With that, Vistra is going to end his turn. So. That was rough. That was a lot of damage. However, it was his last 4th level spell slot, so that's good.
Now we know that.
Yeah. Yeah, it would be the Chain Devil's turn. He actually is going to take damage from the barrier there. He's not. I've rolled like 4 6s on my d6 here. Okay, that's a lot. Chain Devil not appearing too happy to be in there. But he is also, you see him, he like pushes the wizard aside. He's like, out of the way, fool. And he goes and he's going to try and break through this barrier as well, but I don't think he's gonna. Read it again. Yeah, that's for there for 10 minutes. Nope. So he takes a bunch of damage, and you see his chain just whoosh, whoosh, slamming against this prismatic orb, but it does not appear to be having any effect right now. With that, Ness, it's your turn. Then then Bate, you're going to be up shortly after.
I kind of take a step back from this very scary orb,
Okay.
and point to Cultist 1 and say, "What is he doing? What will that do?"
I don't
To
know.
Indaliah.
Oh,
To
you're saying
Indaliah.
to
To Indaliah.
Okay.
She says they have been using those to power their machination and to hold me, but
What would happen if I touched one?
I don't know, but I assume that they've been taking the power from below in the wells, and I mean it can
Do you
be
think-
harnessed by a person, but I don't know if he's going to like the result.
Let's try not to find out. I'd like to shoot him with my crossbow.
Okay. Very good.
I'm running out of things to do. It's not gonna be a great shot. 8 plus 4 is 12.
Okay. That's what you needed, actually.
Oh,
Yep.
Beautiful. Then that's fucking shit butts.
Shit butts.
Yeah.
I
It's
hate
the
when
total of
shit
3.
farts.
3. Yeah, it lands in his side. He's like, ah, and you see his hand kind of reaching out for it as he's just kind of bleeding profusely from multiple wounds and
Breeding
impacts.
profusely.
Breeding
All his
profusely.
wounds.
Anyways, but he is still up. It is Indaliah's turn. Let me check something for her real quick. She is still not doing great. She's still up though. Yeah, this is. Huh. She kind of takes a cue from you. She's like, well, let's not take the chance. She's gonna scoot over here, and she's going to cast Magic Missile at 6th level.
That's a
Doesn't
real
matter.
big boy magic missile.
Yeah, it doesn't.
God damn.
Yeah, he gets shredded to pieces as these arcane bolts just pierce through his body, and you kind of see him almost standing there for a moment like Swiss cheese as he just falls over, completely dead.
Who did? Which one?
This guy over here.
Okay, gotcha.
Now he's gone. Let me. She got a natural 1 on that one. With that, she collapses to the ground, unconscious. She's alive, but we'll knock her over here. Boink. Or not. I hate how the way tabletop works. Yeah, whatever. Upside down. So she's unconscious. We'll put her upside down.
So if I did spare the dying, it wouldn't do anything to help her, or wouldn't
She-
revive her?
It would. She's not bleeding It would make her stable, but it wouldn't bring her back to consciousness. Right now, she will begin bleeding out. Is the way it works.
To like die?
Eventually.
Is there like a turn limit on how fast she dies?
Yeah, don't worry about it. You essentially got 3 turns to make it.
Okay, I'm trying to figure out whether I do it now or in the next turn.
Nope, you're good to go. So yeah, she falls over. You see her just like her hand goes out and suddenly she goes limp and falls down. With that, it's the wizard's turn. There's no way he can't even. No, so he ends up taking a shit ton of damage. I think that's actually gonna put him down because the sphere has actually persisted through Indaliah going down. Yeah, he's still up. Let me see. Oh, he can try. Use Ray of Frost. Boink, 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 boink. Let me double check my numbers. Yeah, he casted a higher level, and it's... Did I cast enough? I did. Yep, not quite enough to break through. So you see as he's like, ugh, and he like holds out his hand, and this just cone of kind of like ice energy begins. Like you see it kind of fill the sphere a bit, and it does. The fire seems to calm down a bit, but it is still very much burning on the inside. So, with that is the end of his turn. Bate, is now your turn.
So Cultist Wizard is down.
Yes. Right now, the only active bad guy is the one back here, but Mercy is down. Indaliah is down, and then
So he's about 60 feet from me?
Let me see. He's a little further than that, I think.
Oh, really?
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. Oh, you're right. 60, 65, 70, around there. As the crow flies, it's probably closer to 50 or 60, but yeah.
So I'm going to move a little bit closer to this crystal without, get close to it so I can kind of inspect it a little.
Okay.
I'm not really expect it, but, not touch it.
Okay.
Can I inspect it and then cast a spell, or is that too...
I mean, you can you can use your bonus action to do that. Essentially,
okay.
I'm not even going to make you roll for it, because as you kind of get close to it, you do feel a similar sort of energy as that which coursed through your body when you touched the well of power down below, which nearly killed you.
I still got my necklace, though.
You do. And as you go to touch it, previously...
Well, I don't know if I'm touching it. I might just feel around. Oh, my necklace, yeah. Sorry, I thought you meant the
No,
I was like, I'm not touching the crystal to get zapped again.
As you go to kind of reach your necklace, like you kind of did in times of comfort, as you think back, it had this glowing energy, this warmth to it before that is now just you can't feel it anymore.
Son of a bitch.
At least not now. So, with that, what would you like to do for your action?
I would like to cast. Is there still 3 of him?
For now, let me see. I think he's got one more round, and then it will the end of that spell will be up.
So, can I roll to see if I know which one is him?
Yep. Roll a d20.
I rolled a 10.
That was just enough. You needed 8, so 10 is enough. So you pick him out from afar as you see, the tendrils kind of retracting back into his hand as Mercy falls to the ground unconscious.
Okay, so I will Eldritch Blast that mother effer.
Okay.
So I rolled a 15 total.
Yep, that is it. Go ahead and roll damage.
So I rolled a 5 total.
Okay, 5 total. Very good. As that slams into him, it definitely does damage. He's starting to look a little tired, but he's got a lot of fight left in him as he just kind of shrugged his shoulder and
shouldn't have screwed with my friends
and he
or my memory.
At this point, he rips off his cloak, which is now kind of tattered, and just throws it to the ground. And as he does, you guys can see almost like little bits of just darkness, kind of like almost veins, kind of like running up through his arms. Yeah, so that's gonna be the end of your turn. Tortang, it is your turn.
Can I get a little clarification on Cricky? She attacks anything in her area when she's like this, but if they are already downed, will she attack a downed individual?
She will attack anything until it is dead.
Like dead, not even just downed? Fuck me, son.
What it seems like. Also, it's a little confusing the way it's worded. Does it mean that do I change targets every
Every time.
round, or do I stick to a
Let
target
me-
until they're dead? Because it's kind of worded a
Read
little.
me what the curse says. I didn't write this.
Yeah. It says. Okay, so while berserk, you must use your action each round to attack the creature nearest to you with your axe. If you make an extra attack as part of the attack action, you use those extra attacks moving to attack the next nearest creature after you fell your current target.
Okay.
If you have multiple possible targets, you attack one at random.
Okay. So I would say if there are other targets that are up, she will attack them. But if Mercy were, for instance, the closest target, she would attack him still.
Okay,
If there are other targets that are standing,
it will be randomized.
So if there's another target standing, the priority will go standing target, like the closest standing target first. So Tortang would still be your target. If he were to move away, it would then become Mercy.
Okay.
So Tortang, your turn.
I'm going to move to here.
Okay.
And then I am going to spend my action to withdraw into my shell, which gives me an extra 4 to my armor class. So my armor class is 25 now, and I'm still the closest target to Dragathia.
Okay, very good. So that ends your turn, which actually both of the acolytes are dead. So Selena, it is your turn.
Am I within 80 feet of the wizard dude?
I think so, yeah. Yeah,
do I
you're
need
good.
to roll a perception check to see who's
Just a
there,
flat
or-
d20 to see which
Just
one
a-
he is.
Okay,
Mhm.
cool. I'm going out of a different window to try and roll a d20. Jesus Christ. 19.
Yeah, you pick him out immediately.
Right, so I'll just roll again to attack then.
Yeah. What are you using? The
My short bow.
still short bow.
again.
Okay.
No, I'm not. 8.
Yeah, just goes flying by and like.
Damn it.
All right.
Can I shout to everyone which one it is, or is that cheating?
I mean, you can try, but at the images are constantly moving. By the time it's.
Right, yeah, fair
Yeah.
enough. Never mind.
So, Dragathiel, it is now your turn.
Hey. Hi, friend.
Hey, how's it going?
Well, not much.
Nice weather we're
Gonna-
having, huh?
Yeah. 23.
Nope.
Yeah, I think that still
okay.
misses just barely.
25. You pretty much have to.
That's
crit
right,
to hit.
25. I couldn't remember if you said 22 or 25.
Yep. See this. Uh oh. Did all of Zoom freeze? There it goes. Okay.
That's
that
not
was
a no.
that was concerning. Yeah.
I was like, what?
Zoom just froze for a second. I was like, no. So yeah. While he's withdrawn in his shell, he gets extra armor class. So yeah, your axe just dink kind of flies off the side. But it just at the moment, you guys just see her over there just going nuts on Tortang withdrawn into a shell. So, all right. Well, it's Vister's turn. What does he want to do? Yep. So he looks over at the two of you kind of standing there. He just kind of gives like a and you see him hold out his hand. And he's going to cast Color Spray on you guys at 3rd level. Roll 6d10. The total is how many hit points of creatures this spell can affect. Creatures in a 15-foot cone originating from you are affected in ascending order of their current hit points. So which of you has... Huh? Who has the highest hit points out of you two? By the way.
highest max hit points? I have 34.
No, just highest current hit points.
23.
24.
Okay. So many D. You know what? I'm gonna roll these in game. That'll save me some time. I normally like to roll them physically, but that'll take way too long. So D10. So I just 1, 2.
It's a
3,
15-foot
4,
spray, right?
5, 6. Yep. He
So
can.
it's just me then?
Oh no, he'll be fine. Don't worry, he'll move it.
Okay.
He'll move. Oh yeah, I should move first, shouldn't I? I'll do that. Because he's kind of standing on the line there anyways. Blink. There. Alright, so let's roll these bad boys. Alright, 32 total, so it'll hit you first, Tortang.
Sure.
Starting with creature with the lowest hit points. Each creature affected by the spell is blinded until the end of your next turn. Subtract the creature's hit points from the total before moving on to the next creature. Blah, blah, blah. Wait, how many total hit points do you have?
I had 23.
Okay, 23. So you're both currently blinded. I just want to make sure it's doing that right. Yes. Okay. So you're both currently blinded, and then he is going to use where actually he's gonna end his turn with that. All right, so 2 of you currently blind, because he doesn't seem to be paying a lot of attention to the fact that for whatever reason Dragathiel is not interested in him at the moment.
Right?
He doesn't, you know, he's not the smart, he's not the wisest guy. He actually has a negative intelligence, so a negative wisdom. So with that, that's gonna be the end of his turn. Mercy, I need you to make a death saving throw.
I have not done one before.
Yep. So roll a d20.
13.
13. Okay, so there's a thing at the top right. You see
Yep,
it.
I see it.
Successes and failures. That is gonna be a success. So just check off that. If you get 3, you become stable. If you get 3 failures, you die.
Okay.
All right. So,
is it like half and half, like above 10s of success, below 10s is failure?
let me double check. But yes, that is. I just want to double check since you could totally die. And if you that and the other thing is if you roll a 20, you come back. You come back with 1 hit point, so you regain consciousness. Yep. So 10, 10 or higher, you succeed. So just keep track of those each time it's your turn. Or if you get hit, you will automatically fail. Oops. And so if you get so just
Gotcha.
just keep track of those for me because I can't.
Yep. I got you.
At this point, as this happens, you guys hear like clock go. There's more coming. I don't think you really need to worry about it though. As suddenly, several large creatures appear in there, landing right on top of the others, which is actually going to make all of them take a shit ton of damage because that's how teleportation works. Yeah, it's kind of difficult to see what's going on in there. But it's more dice than I want to roll right now. It's not good. It's not good for a lot of beings right now. So Ness, it is now your turn. I'm gonna remove him from the Chain Devil is dead.
Yeah, that's a big voice spell. It's like the biggest voice of spells.
It's a slightly lesser version of it, but it still does a shit ton of damage.
Yeah, that didn't fuck around. I am going to step over to Indaliah and use Spare the Dying.
Okay. So she goes from like this kind of like she almost has like a compulsive shake to her, but she's like her breathing kind of settles, but she's still rather shallow.
Sure.
As this paleness kind of has returned to her. At this point, you guys kind of feel for a second. You swear you feel a rumble in the tower. You don't know where
Interesting.
it came from, but you feel the tower just almost as if it shook for a moment. Okay, so go ahead, Ness.
And then I'm gonna kind of take a few more steps
Okay.
in the general direction of this guy, and that's my turn.
Okay, very good. Let me check how long he's got on the tendrils there, because I think they should be gone soon. Black tentacles. Concentration up to 1 minute. Okay, so it's still up for a couple more rounds. Okay, so that ends your turn, Ness. At this point, Indaliah is now stable, so she doesn't have to do anything. Batay, it is your turn, then Tortang, you're going to be right after.
Can I get some mercy without going through the tendrils and cast?
You don't have enough movement to make it quite there. If you dash, you can get around them and basically, let's see. Oops, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. So you can get exactly to him if you dash, but you won't be able to do anything else.
That's fine. Let me do that. At least I'll be a different target. And let me just be as loud and obnoxious as possible. But
Okay.
it's so easy.
So, yep, you have moved up. You now see Mercy laying there on the ground. Yep, that's going to be the end of your turn. Tortang, you are up. Are you just chilling? You're muted, by the way. Okay.
Sorry, I realized that after I said
No worries.
So blindness, would I know which direction, like when I withdrew into my shell, do I have to make a check or something like that where I knew where Mercy was down, or would I know that by default?
I mean, you can guess the general direction, but what you got hit with is incredibly disorienting.
Okay.
So you're not gonna. I mean, we would basically roll to see what direction you move in if you're trying to move.
Yeah, I'm gonna come out of my shell and I'm gonna move a random direction.
All right, go ahead. How far are you moving?
I just want to go 5 feet.
Okay, let me roll to see which direction you go. Let me orient
And
myself.
hopefully it's 5 feet in the right direction. There's two directions that this could work.
Just 5 feet straight into my face.
It's going to be diagonal movement. So basically, 1 to 5 is going to be back left. 6 to 10 is going to be back right, and so on.
I can't go one way because of the crystal.
I know. So, and that is where you try to go, and you kind of bump into it. You can continue trying to move. You feel yourself bump into this crystal.
Bonus action back into the shell.
Okay. All right. So with that, Selena, it is your turn.
Listen, I'm trying to get Cricky close to the guy.
I understand what you're trying to do.
Good tactic. I mean, I'm still within 80 feet, aren't I?
Within 80 feet?
Have they moved back? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I don't know whether they've moved back or whether it's just me hallucinating.
Oh, he
Um,
moved
oh,
over like 5 feet. Yeah.
Right, okay, cool.
But you were like 70 feet, so now you're just...
Yeah, okay, right. Yeah, I'm just going to try and attack him with my crossbow
right.
again because I've got no spells. So
I would suggest you
trick
probably
wonder.
move to here so you have a better line of sight. So, like, if we move you, like, right here,
Okay.
then you can... Because otherwise...
I mean, I don't know whether it makes a difference.
It does. So first roll to see if you know which one
No,
he
I
is.
mean, like, oh, right, yeah. Wait,
And this,
yeah,
I
I'm just
think,
doing
is-
normal rolls.
I believe this is the last round that he has those. So after this, they should disappear after Dagathiel's next turn. So
Well, I got an 8.
that's what you needed.
Oh. Okay.
Are you gonna shoot him with crossbow again?
Yeah.
Okay.
13.
That's what you needed. Yep, 13 hits.
Oh my god, this is just my lucky. 6.
Okay, very nice. Yep. So, this arrow manages to, like, through the rain, like slow motion style. You see raindrops getting cut in half as it slams into his chest. He just kind of pulls it out and throws it on the ground.
Yeah, but I hurt you, didn't I?
He knows you're there now for sure. All right. So.
Come at me, bro. Yeah. Maybe I'm a bit closer to Dragathiel.
All right. So. Yep. Okay. Jagathiel, it's your turn. Did you say you were gonna move closer to her? Sorry, Selena. What did you say?
Oh no, I was saying like if he's like gonna target me, maybe he'll move into the line of fire of Jagathiel.
Maybe. Maybe so. Oh, and also, yeah, okay. As soon as it's, remind me after her turn. Actually, I'll just go and delete them now, so I won't forget. So his mirror images will disappear. So
Rolled an 8. We're good.
All right, yeah, so an 8.
Move along.
All right, yeah, so it just kind of tinks off the shell there. I mean, it doesn't feel good, Tortang. You feel like she'll get through eventually, but like at the moment, your shell's holding up. All right. Oh, you were blinded anyways, so you would have. Yeah, you're not hitting him right now. Very good. So, Vistra's turn. As he sees you kind of over there doing it, he says, he's just like, "What are you?" Then he seems like a look of knowing seems to come over his face, and he's actually going to step over here. He's going to move up to you, Bate. He says, Bate, give up now, can't you see? It's all over. Come back with me. Turn on your friends. Murdoch would be happy to have you back.
Excuse me?
You can't hear. That's too far. You're too far away.
That's why she said, "Excuse me." I can't.
Like, hey, what was that?
Speak up, please.
Come at me, bro! I hear that from over here, but I feel like you're being a sneaky little bitch.
I'm picturing the interaction in the Shazam movie recently. I don't know if anybody's seen it, but like they were way too far away.
Oh yeah.
Like, I can't hear you. Are you doing your speech here?
Yeah. I like that movie.
It's a good movie.
So at this point, have you been talking, Bate?
I mean,
Okay, if you were,
I just didn't know exactly what he was saying. Give up, and then everyone started yelling. So I was like, "Oh,
that is true. Everybody did start yelling.
Sorry.
what did you do to take my memory?"
If you come with me and join me, perhaps I'll tell you.
What kind of show of faith is that? You think I'm gonna turn on these people that have been helping me when you're the one that stole my memory?
Well, it looks like 2 of them are dying, and more will be to follow, I promise.
I don't think so.
All right. So
Can I stab him? He's close. Oh, it's not my turn. Sorry.
not yet. When it's your turn, you can.
Okay.
Look at that floof tail. Oh my god.
Let me see.
Take a moment of appreciation for Rain's cat right now.
Yeah, it's being good. It's being a good little good
Can I
good
get a
catto.
whisper bonus?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, can we just give the bonus to Whisper?
Yeah.
Give the bonus to Whisper.
Let me. All right. Let me double check something. Yep, he's gonna. Yeah, he's gonna move away from you for now. Actually, you will get an attack of opportunity if you actually know he's gonna. Yeah, he's gonna move away from you. You'll get one if you like. Says. He doesn't say anything. He just kind of sees the resolve in your eyes, and he's gonna back off a second.
I mean, I don't want there to be resolve, but there's no reason for me to trust him, bro. Sorry, that's fine. Walk away.
See,
With my
fine.
memories, you son of a bitch.
You're not going to attack of opportunity?
Yeah, you can attack him as he moves away.
Yeah.
Bate.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
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 It can't be a spell, so it'll be like you'll have to try and stab him with your dagger.
I got 2 daggers.
Try.
Stab me.
Only one of them.
Oh.
But try and stab him.
Okay.
Wait, does she still have her inspiration or has she used it?
She
I
hasn't
haven't
used it.
used it yet. I'm gonna do.
Bear in mind if you need it. feel like this is a prime example. Prime.
So I
opportunity.
get to add. What is it? I get to add.
It'll tell you by the dagger if you got it equipped there.
Oh, okay. Daggy dagger.
Take my inspiration to stab.
So
Dagger is +4. So you roll a d20 +4.
So yeah, let's do that because when I rolled the d20, I rolled a 3. So let's make that a 7.
So 7. Nope.
Son of
Yep. So as he moves away, just kind of like laughs and like kind of dances out of the way. He's gonna hold his turn, but you guys do see him begin to raise his hand up, ready to cast another spell. And that is going to be the end of his turn. Mercy, I need you to make another death saving throw.
Why can't there be a heal of opportunity?
Well, you can give potions as a bonus action. That's about the only other thing you can do.
Yeah, but the
You
potion.
can also medicine check him and stabilize him.
All right, what did you
Wait,
get?
what?
A failure.
Okay, check off a failure there. All right.
Why did we come into this battle with like nothing?
Because we had to.
Yeah, I know.
Right? Clock was like, here's
Thing
here's
is,
the room.
though,
Hope you
I
don't
was-
die.
I was almost full health with a lot of my abilities left.
Ness, it is your turn. I think that was the last round for the tendrils, by the way. I'm gonna erase that. I might have miscounted, but I think that was it.
I'm gonna shoot at him with a crossbow.
Okay.
That is a 19, don't you know?
Yep, that hits.
That was a good run. Little ditty.
Oh, thanks. Total
Punched
4
you.
damage.
How much?
4.
Oh, I think it said 24. I was like, holy shit, what did you?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yep.
It's a ballista. It's actually a ballista that I pulled out.
Like you hammer space style, pull it from behind your back.
yeah, exactly.
Full size
Like
siege
a-
weapon.
Like a cartoon anvil that I
Indian
just pull out of my pocket.
Either that or that little ditty was like his own little bardic inspiration.
Mhm.
The
But it
most
was really good.
All right. Yep. So.
That's it. That's all I
That's
can
the
do.
end of your turn. All right,
Yep.
Indaliah is still stable back there. Bate, it is now your turn.
Heal Marcine right now. Spare the dying.
Just spare the dying on Mercy. Okay,
Yes, please.
probably smart. So Mercy, you're currently stable. You are not back conscious until you get healed, but you are now no longer dying. So that counts as you're not bleeding out.
So what does that mean?
It means you're stable.
You don't have to roll anymore.
Yeah, you don't have to roll. You don't have to roll right now.
It's as if you rolled all 3 successes.
So should I fill it in my little sheet? All 3?
What? So what?
Should I
It
fill
doesn't
in the
matter.
successes?
No,
Does
it
it
doesn't
matter?
really matter. You're at 0 hit points. You are no longer actively dying.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, because I need to change it on the sheet because it replaces my health with the
Hmm.
So that used your action. He is
I'm just gonna
now.
fill it.
He's now not dying. You see ahead of you, as Vistra appears to be conjuring a decently sized spell.
What happens if we throw a book at him? Can we distract him?
How much health do you have,
Throw
Mercy?
a book.
What is your Mercy? What is your total health?
He's got loads.
Your maximum total.
I do. I have 3 books we could throw at him. Actually,
I don't like that you're asking, but it's 37.
Okay. So, are you are you done with your turn, Potato? Is there anything else you like to do?
yeah.
Drag Mercy away.
Yeah. Yep. I want to drag. Can I drag Mercy away as
You-
far?
You can.
like-
It will be half movement. So, well, no, that would take your action. Yeah. No, I would say because that would essentially be a grapple action to pick him up and then move.
Okay,
him.
then can I just move in front of him like Operation Human Shield?
You can certainly try.
I'm muting myself then to try and talk. That's really good. I just want to say everyone's like moving closer and closer to Gradiel.
I know. Well, I mean, I can't drag him away, but
I'm
I'm
already human
staying
shield.
so far away.
I'm already human shield.
Yeah. How are you
but-
not like being
Turtle shield.
attacked like hell? Like,
I am. She
He
just can't
is.
hit me.
oh, okay. Buddy.
Yeah, I'm trying real hard.
You got this.
Real frustrating.
And the closer people move to Jagrathiel, the less I can move her towards.
Yeah.
Away
him.
or towards him, yeah.
All right, so I'll just
Still got space, I guess.
I would just like to be as close to Mercy as possible where I could get in front of him if something comes to hit him, but at the same time on my next turn to drag him away.
Okay.
If that is sense making.
Yep.
Without breaking rules.
Nope, you're good. All right. Tortang, it's not your turn.
I'm gonna move to the wall over here
Okay.
and back into my shell.
Let's see. 5, 10, 15. 5, 10. Yep. So he's just a little further. Okay. Very good. Is that the end of your turn?
That's the end of my turn.
Okay.
Exciting.
Selena.
Let's try again with my crossbow.
Okay. Do it.
11.
11 unfortunately does not hit.
Yeah, no.
All right. So
I wasn't aiming at you. Sorry.
all right. Driathiel, it is your turn.
6.
Okay. Are you so you're attacking Tortang, so I'll move you over here.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah.
All right.
We got best friends through war.
Smack. That essentially must be how I'm hitting you at this point.
Just turning it around and hitting with the butt.
The first two are like,
Come out!
I'm just
Come
like,
out!
like,
Until you get really pissed, roll that natural 20.
crack your shell open.
All right.
It's already got a crack in it.
So you see as you guys move a bit, Vistra is going to step back a few steps to reposition himself out of the range of the fireball he's about to cast. So, let me double check if he casts it here. 1, 2. So it's a 20-foot sphere. I think that hits all 4 of you.
Where's he casting?
He's casting it right. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4. 20 foot. It might just miss Tortang.
I think it misses me. Yeah.
So if it's right, hold on, let me math this. 1, 2. So it definitely hits Mercy. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. That's gonna be close. I need a fucking like one of the things.
A radius thing.
Yeah, one of the radius things. So let's see if he puts it here. It's 5, 10, 15. 5, 10, 15, 20. It should hit those two. And 5, 10, 15.
Doesn't hit me.
It just barely misses you. All right, so let me whip out the d6. I'll roll it out here so everybody can see it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right.
I don't want to see the damn.
I don't either.
He rolls 29. How many hit points did you have, Mercy?
Well, remember I was 0.
What's your
My
maximum?
Total's 37.
You are not completely dead then. You are, however, bleeding out again. If you were to have taken 37 points of damage,
Then I would have
you
been
would
dead,
You
yeah.
would be dead.
Yes, I know.
So the rest of
So
you.
does that reset my success and failures?
Yes.
Okay.
So you guys all take 29 points of damage.
This is
That applies to Bate, Jagathiel, and Tortang.
Oh, I thought we said I was outside.
I would say not Tortang, yeah. Oh, actually, you guys. Oh, sorry. I need dex save. I need a dex save. He automatically fails because he's unconscious. But Bate, you roll me a dex save, and then Jagathiel, you also roll me a dex save.
Save is the d20.
Mm-hmm. So d20 plus your dex.
11.
So you fail.
No.
Plus.
I think you have plus 1 or 2. Without looking at your sheet, you've got plus 2 dexterity. So roll a d20 plus 2.
Then 13.
You do not make it either. So as this fireball erupts, just engulfing everybody over there, you all take 29 points of damage.
Well, I'm down.
Mm-hmm. On the plus side,
Cricky's down?
Me
Mhm.
too.
Yes. I mean,
On the plus side, your curse will have worn off when you wake
Yeah,
up
my curse is good.
if you don't die. So yeah, so let's go ahead and just knock you over. So you are down. Bate, I think you're down probably.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm dead.
Boom.
I'm deceased.
So with that, Mercy, make me a death saving throw.
Success.
Okay. Ness, your turn.
How bad is this guy looking? He doesn't seem like he's too roughed up.
Roll me a perception check.
Uh, 12.
He is not looking great as far as you can tell. But he doesn't look worried. He looks like he's nearing his last leg, but for some reason, I don't know, you feel like he's got a plan in mind, potentially. It's difficult to say. He's you see his eyes kind of darting around, seemingly eyeing his options, but you can't tell quite what he's thinking. But he does appear to be hurting. As you see his regeneration, like just that last little bit, like it is not going nearly as fast. You do actually see he's bleeding at this point, pretty profusely.
Okay. I'm gonna run up to him.
Okay.
And I'm gonna attempt to shove him off the tower.
Okay. How much more movement do you have? Was that?
It's 25.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Roll me a grapple.
that was my thinking too, to shove him.
It's
That
gonna
is a
be
natural 20.
Natural 20. I don't know.
That is a natural 20.
He got a 3. So you can definitely, you have at this point moved him right to the edge as you're kind of like pushing him. If you had a little more movement, you can get him over, but you just don't quite have enough as you have him right on the edge of the tower there. Bate, I need you to roll me a death saving throw. Is there anything you want to do with your bonus action, Ness, or are you good?
I have nothing.
Okay.
And that's the 20, right?
Yep. Everything is.
16.
16? Okay.
I've never done a death saving
That's
before.
a 6. Yeah, you're right. That's a success. So there'll be a little those little things at the top
Yep,
right of your screen.
I sees it.
Very good.
A success for great success.
Tortang, your turn.
Same thing as
Okay.
Ness did.
Roll me. So that'll be.
I've got 40 feet of movement, so.
Yeah, you've got enough to move him. So roll me. Go ahead and roll me. I'll say with advantage as Ness is already grappling with him. Roll me with advantage do you have?
I have higher dex than strength, but.
Yeah, but this is either acrobatics or athletics. I assume.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's athletics for you. It's acrobatics for him to try to get out. So.
Okay, so it's a 22.
Okay. Yeah. You go up and you just kind of like shove him, and he
jump up onto my staff and I do like a kick.
Yep. And like Ness kind of like lets go as you see him begin falling off the tower.
Wasn't this one of the options we could choose?
I'm dead, so it comes out.
As you're bleeding out on the side.
No. But I am laughing.
All right.
I'll have to stabilize everybody and worry about the clock.
Wait, I was gonna say there's stuff near the clock.
I have a really quick question, and it's semantics, but you say we see him falling off the tower. Is he casting anything? Does he have like some sort of feather fall? Like I would like to watch and make sure that he hits the ground with a big nasty squish.
Okay. You can stay there and watch him fall. Right now the combat music's still going.
I've got a question.
Yes.
Okay. In my spells,
Mhm.
it shows up to like 9th level spells. Can I use them?
Nope. You do
Didn't
not.
think so.
Not yet. Nope. Not
Not
until
until you're like 18th level or
Yeah.
something.
Okay, just checking. Just because it
No,
was
no,
showing
it's
them
good.
and I've never seen them for anything before, so I was a bit
And
confused.
if he does anything other than hit the ground with a big nasty squish, I would like to prepare a crossbow shot, like ready, in case he starts to somehow ascend while instead of descend.
Right. Yeah. That's
Are we still in the turn order then?
currently yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I wasn't sure. So then never mind. It's not my turn. So
So
Oh no, I was gonna come over and join you with something that I've just found.
just found in your inventory. Was
Uh-huh.
it one of those wands that probably would have been really helpful in this fight?
really useful this entire
Uh-huh.
fight.
Damn
Yeah.
it!
That wand of
Sorry.
fireball.
So,
I didn't know I could use it. I've only
You
just
can
found
use it. It's a wand that shoots fireballs.
so
You've used it
confused.
before.
You have
You
used it before.
against
No, I
an
haven't.
entire group of goblins in the middle of the fucking road like 6 sessions ago.
You did. You did.
so
Sorry, guys. I have one
Fuck.
I'm sorry.
yeah, yours is a firebolt wand.
I have 2.
One is firebolt and one is fireball for you. Anyways,
Okay.
so with that, yeah, Selena, it's your turn. What are you doing? Three of your friends are down.
I have nothing to aid them though.
Do you
Like-
have medicine checks?
I don't know what that is.
Yeah, you
It
don't.
says medicine.
You definitely don't have anything on you that can heal them. I mean,
Oh, but we can
I don't
stabilize
I don't know. Mercy, did you have any healing potions or anything? I mean,
I know I used one last time.
any case, whatever. You can.
I don't think I
pilfer-
do. I don't think I do. I
Okay,
don't.
you can
I
pilfer through their bodies, but other than
don't. No, I
that,
don't have one.
I have the emergency potion.
Oh.
Does anyone else have any sort of healing?
I have stabilization. I can stabilize them eventually.
How far
You've
can I move?
Literally just seen me do
you
that to
can
2
you
different
can
people.
move 30 feet, or if you want to use your action to dash, you can move 60 feet. But then you won't be able to do
I
anything at
can't
the
do
end of it.
anything.
You can make it up to them with your dash.
Okay, I'm gonna be. Oh man, no, that's not gonna work because I'm gonna need to be able to see. I was gonna just try and use my wand to try and.
to
Kill
blow your
him.
friends up.
Not my friends. No, the guy that's just fallen off the side of the tower because I've got like 150 feet. But I'd need to see over the side, wouldn't I? That's just cheating.
Correct.
Yeah, thought so. Right. How far away are Mercy and Bate then?
Each of those squares is 5 feet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like 3:30. Can
5,
someone help
10,
me?
15, 20. You can make it with a dash. You can make it to right between the two of them.
Okay, I'll just do that then, and then
Okay.
I'll just wait for my next turn to do
Okay.
anything.
Very good.
'Cause I can't do anything. much.
Dragathiel, it is your turn. Make me a death saving throw. You succeed. Okay. Give you a pretty little check mark there. Let's see what's the fall speed in D&D?
Question.
I don't know.
I don't
Billion.
know, but that doesn't help you.
A billion feet a
Uh,
second.
Well, Featherfall allows 60 feet per round. So then does that mean it's how much faster? Wait, hold on. Wait. So does that mean it's 120 normally? Hold on. Featherfall allows 1 to fall. Distance fall.
Just say it's terminal.
After
it
6
reached terminal
seconds.
velocity.
Oh man, he went. He goes pretty far, but this is a very tall tower. Yeah, so he falls pretty far, but right. So Ness and Tortang, roll me a perception check, as it is rather dark and raining.
Natural 20.
Yep. Okay.
And that's a 19 plus. I think 5.
Hell yeah.
Like 24.
Eagle eye vision over here.
As he begins like nearly slamming into the ground, you see him like arrest his momentum as his hands go out to the side, and he begins coming very quickly back up. But even as far as he's fallen, it's going to take him a whole nother round, I think, to even reach the top of the, like, a full movement to reach the top of the tower. So he's coming back, but yeah, he feels pretty confident having knocked a lot of people out. So actually, Mercy, it's your turn now.
Yep. And I have another death saving throw, right?
At the moment, yes. Death saving throw.
Fucking success.
Okay. Very good. And remember, if anybody has rolled natural 20 on their death saving throw, you do pop back up. So keep that in mind. 5% chance might not happen, but it might.
I was so close with them. I rolled a 19, which is, I guess, just as far as a 1. But mentally,
Ness,
I'm going to chalk it up to...
your turn.
It feels better.
It feels better, right?
Okay. Would he be within about 80 feet of me?
He's a little
Is he
further. He's
within-
closer.
little
He's, yeah, he's closer to like 120 at this point.
Okay. Yep. Yeah. We're gonna spare the dying on Mercy.
Okay.
He's the closest one.
Very good. Mercy, you're now stable again.
Yeah.
This is gonna be fun back and forth for you.
Again, yeah.
Fun is not the word that comes to mind. But I see where you're headed.
Dead. You ain't dead.
Bate, make me a death saving throw. Are you guys excited? This is the closest I've come to a TPK so far.
I rolled an
cry.
11.
11 is a success. Go ahead and check you off another success there.
Ooh.
All right. With that, Tortang, it is your turn.
Sure. I'm gonna take a second, yell at Selena. Selena, get over here and blast this guy. Remember those wands you got back in the Goblin Cave?
I'm on my way.
Dance magic.
He's coming back up, and I'm gonna go over to Degrathiel, and I'm gonna do a medicine check to stabilize.
Okay. Go ahead.
It's a DC 10, right?
Yeah, we'll do. That's fine. You got
18.
18. Okay, yeah. Yep. So you kind of managed to like turn her over, and it like seems like her heart has stopped for a second. You just kind of, with big one big ham fist, slam her on the chest as she begins breathing again. Still unconscious, but stable now. Selena.
How much can I move while also using my wand?
You can still. It just counts as a regular action. 10,
You get
15,
30 feet of
25,
movement.
30. Yeah.
And
5,
then
10.
you have an action and a bonus action every single
Oh,
turn.
sorry.
So
I
you can
thought
get
it
you can
was
get right here.
here. Okay.
and you
I
can-
thought moving was part of the action. Sorry.
Nope.
I
You're
don't
good.
move a lot in these things.
What
I do
is
normally stay like right at the back.
you do? What is the range? Let me see. Which one are you using? Which one?
Right, because I'm
As a
level
clue,
4. I
as a-
use the 4th level, right?
No. That's not how that works. So the way it works
Okay.
is it should tell you in there. I think which wand are you trying to use? The fireball one.
Yeah, I think so. That's the only one that's in there.
So since it was kind of a like roughly like put together one, it does cast fireball. You only roll half as much damage.
Okay.
But basically all you
Half
have,
as much damage as what it says.
yes. So basically, if you go ahead and roll, go ahead and basically, are you trying to hit him? Because he's within range. It's 150-foot range on the spell.
Yeah.
You just basically can target it on the side of the tower there, and explode it like out onto him.
Is that a good idea?
I don't know.
Okay.
Someone set him
So-
up.
What? I'm still rolling the d20 now to see whether I hit it or.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh no. Sorry.
Really?
No.
No.
Sorry. You don't. He has to roll a save though. What is your?
Oh. Okay.
Does it say what the spell
um,
save DC is on the wand? I can just.
Well, which?
Go ahead.
Right. So I'm not using the spell then. I'm not. I'm just. Sorry.
The wand is using a spell, so you're casting a fireball. He has to save against the DC of the wand. So in the description,
but
it'll say the
I don't-
spell save DC.
Let me check if equipment. Dubious wand of fireballs.
Is this another thing where I've not got it open far enough? No, it doesn't say. Oh, save DC 15.
That sounds right.
Yeah. And then only roll half of the damage.
Oh yeah,
Just-
that should be on the other one. Yeah, you're right. So it should be. I think it should be. Should it be 15? I think it's supposed to. Yeah, whatever. We'll call it 15 on that. That's fine. He does not
Wait,
save.
so which level is it that I'm casting it at then?
So for Fireball, you can only
Yeah.
if you're Firebolt or Fire. So Fireball, you can only cast that one at 3rd level. That's you can't cast it at a higher level from the wand. So the
Oh, see, that's what confused me because in my
Yeah.
spells, there's loads of it.
yeah. So
That's what threw me off.
basically what you need to do now, I'll just walk you through it. So basically what you need to do is go ahead and roll instead of 8d6, you roll 4d6.
Okay.
And he did not make the save, so
I'll count that as a roll. It was kind of a roll.
It's 11.
11 total.
You can you can just highlight them. You can just
Oh,
highlight them and hover over it, and it'll give you
I'm
the
there
total.
counting on my fingers.
Yeah, I saw you doing that. I was like, nah.
Awesome. 11. Yeah, that hits him, and you see him like just kind of get blasted away from the tower for a second. You just see the look on his face as like bits of him are burned and scarred, and he's like, no! And you see him begin rushing as fast as he can to get to the top where you are. So, that will be the end of your turn, unless you have anything you can do for bonus action. I don't think you do.
No. No,
Okay.
because the only thing I can do is, I'm guessing, is my other daggers.
Yeah, you'd
Yeah,
anyways.
so I
So
can't do
he is
anything, so I go.
he is still coming, but he is looking pretty rough at this point. So Dragathiel's
Yeah, bitch,
down.
bro.
It's his turn. He comes. Basically, it's gonna take his whole action, but he moves and he just barely reaches up top to the edge of the tower here. That is the entirety of his movement. He is running low on spell slots, I think, for what I want to do. I might save him to kill you guys instead.
Oh!
Yep. So he's going to. Have you taken damage yet? Actually, you know what? It doesn't matter. He's going to use Toll the Dead on you.
Me, probably. 'cause I'm like-
So
Oh.
necrotic damage. So you don't have. Are you missing hit points or are you not?
Yeah, I am.
Okay, so you take 2d12. Make a wisdom saving throw, actually. If you succeed, then you don't take any damage. That's the cool thing about that for you.
Is he still flying or is he on the
16?
edge now?
He just
Oh,
landed
wait.
on the edge.
Do I add wisdom to it? Sorry.
Yeah. So whatever. What did you roll total?
Yeah, there's a
16,
little saving
16,
throw
8,
section
yeah.
that'll tell you what to add to it. So it should
Oh.
say plus this, plus
Oh,
that.
yeah. No, sorry. 18. Yeah. I
18.
was on
Oh
the
yeah.
right thing.
So you make it. You feel like this. You hear this like, bong, as starts to go off. Let me see who else does it. Let me check something. You might all have to roll. Toll the Dead. Point at one creature. Okay, no, so it's just one. So yep. So you're good to go. That's the end of his turn.
That would be me.
Cast it.
But you can't do nothing.
I
'cause
can't do
you take-
nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing.
You're sleeping.
I'm asleep.
Cool. So yeah, Mercy, you do nothing. Ness, it is your turn.
I'm gonna keep shooting at him with my crossbow. I'm
Okay.
getting real sick of this shit. Yeah.
Okay.
God damn it. Roll the thing. Thank you. 9.
What did you make? 9?
A 9.
9? Yeah.
9?
Unfortunately, goes flying over his shoulder there. Yeah. Anything
then-
else?
Yeah, I'm gonna kind of. That's too far. He's not gonna go that far towards the edge, but just take a few steps away, just to make some space between me and all of them.
Okay. Very good.
The end.
The end. Okay. But did anybody stabilize Bate, or was she the only one that wasn't stabilized?
She's the only one not yet.
Okay, make me a death saving throw.
Four.
Yeah, it's a failure. Go ahead and mark that off. Tortang, your turn.
Up to, and I'm gonna whack him.
Okay. And Selena, you're next.
Okay.
Oh, also roll me a d6. Selena.
Oh, me?
Yeah, for because the wand you used could not be usable this next turn. Just for reference.
1.
Okay, there's a special thing for that. Let me read what I wrote.
Oh God. It's gonna blow up on the middle of all of us, ain't it?
I'm sure I read that it was a D.
Nope. So the wand is considered unstable right now. It does have a 50.
Okay.
So you guys have identified this before, I believe. So it has a 50% chance if you are to use that one in the next 12 hours. It has a 50% chance of exploding and casting fireball on your location.
All right,
Oh my God, Rid, can you
touch
stop?
it.
I can hear the clink, 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 clink. Good God.
All right.
Yeah,
So
I'm not gonna touch that wand again.
all right.
About $1 for every time.
So
I heard
Tortang,
that.
you missed your one attack there.
And my second attack I missed as well.
Okay. What'd you roll for reference?
It would have been 11.
Yeah, just shy. All right, so, Selena, it is your turn. So, to be clear, so Fireball is a big explodey spell.
Okay.
Firebolt, you can target a one guy.
I'm gonna use that then.
Okay. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Just reading it. I think it says flat DC 10 check. I don't know if that means anything to you.
Yeah, so basically, let me see. Which one are you looking at? Firebolt. Yep.
Dubious wand of firebolt.
You can attempt to expend more charges than the wand has left, but so you can't even. Don't even worry about it. That's not applicable to you right now.
No, yeah.
So you can use. It has 5 slots available. You can choose to use 2 of them at once to cast it at 2nd level. Is basically what it's telling you. So you can cast Firebolt.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So you can.
I'll do that then.
Mm-hmm.
So, what am I rolling?
So let's see. Actually,
Range spell attack.
2d10.
Firebolt.
Yeah, so I do the normal d20 and then it says 2d10.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, so basically you cast it at it as if you were so you actually roll 4d10
Okay.
because if you are using 2 charges.
I've got so many dice.
It's still the roll is still range spell attack.
Oh, does she still have to make an attack? You hurl a
Mhm.
remote range spell.
Yeah.
Oh, yep, it is. So yeah, so that
d20.
D20. Yep, I totally forgot that. Thank you.
Yeah.
So and you have to make it at disadvantage because you're within melee range of him.
What's disadvantage mean? I've never done that before.
So it means you roll twice and then take the lower of the 2 numbers.
Take the lower.
Mhm.
Well, that's all right. There's only 1 number difference.
Okay, what did you get?
13. Do I still add the thing to it though? Oh wait, no, that's not a thing. Never mind. 13. Oh wait, is it a thing?
Yeah, it is.
What is the total?
Say on it. Oh, I rolled 13, like the lowest.
So under your spells tab, it will tell you what your spell attack is, your
See, that's what I
modifier
meant.
is,
I
and
can't
you.
see where it is. That's what I was trying to say before. There's loads of the other one, the fireball, but I can't see anywhere where it says about the firebolts. That's why I was confused.
Yeah.
before.
So under your spells tab,
Yeah.
Oh, so this is
it'll
not.
say spell attack.
Okay, yep.
Oh, yeah. Got you. Okay. +5.
18.
Sorry.
Yep, that's gonna hit. So roll 4 d10s. I realized in hindsight that I made that stronger than I meant it to be, but that's okay.
9.
9
9?
damage? 9. Okay, as this firebolt slams into him, you see.
Inflammable on him.
At this point, he's thrown off most of his cloak and stuff.
Naked.
He's got a shirt, but
Baby,
it's
take your clothes off.
Yeah, no, at this point, you do see him kind of burst into flames as he begins falling off the tower again. But let me check something.
Boom.
Stay down.
Now fucking die this time!
And he does. How do you want to do this?
What do you mean? How do I want to do it?
So if you were to kill him with Firebolt, how would you describe his death?
Burst into flames, kind of like as if like acid is burning his face, like the flames are just sort of like engulfing him.
Okay.
And he's like screaming out so loud that you can hear it like for miles.
And he does, and
I'm
you see
like,
him.
Yeah, bitch.
You see him kind of stumble forward for a second, just screaming, trying to grab at you, and then he falls unconscious, and you see him tumble, just kind of flipping over and over down to the ground there. He is dead. So, with that, you...
Just gonna turn around and go, probably should have started with that.
I'm going to go over and stabilize Bate as quickly as I can.
Okay, very good. Yeah, so at this point, you guys killed him. You do hear some commotion going on from where Clock is.
Mhm.
Occasionally, you hear just kind of like, oh my.
Does he see through
More and
you?
more people are just teleporting in and getting burnt up by this.
Well, not only that, but because they're in a confined space,
Right.
when you teleport, this is a good fun fact for anybody who gets a teleport spell later. If you teleport onto somebody, you essentially kind of get like almost like splice damage as you kind of like.
Oh yeah.
So they're
Merge into them.
Kind of like in Harry Potter when they go through the
Get splinched.
yeah, they're getting all sorts of splinched. So yeah.
It's gonna look like a Picasso painting in there after a minute. Everything.
Yeah.
Oh God, kill it!
It just might. All right, guys.
These a-holes would probably like it, weren't they, doing experimentations?
It's true. So
Yeah, they might come up with a new creature
what are
now.
you guys doing for your purposes? You are considered out of combat right now.
Well, everybody's stabilized. We don't really have any heals.
No, we don't.
Can we take
mean,
a short
I
rest
have
while
a-
watching the clock?
I have a bar of soap. Is that of any use?
Yeah. All right. Distribute the life-saving soap amongst all of us.
As you're kind of as you look around, you do find Jess, as you kind of go over to check Bate, you do find the one potion on her body. And from a role-playing standpoint,
Yeah.
none of the rest of you know what was said.
Correct.
Really? I was
Ness
sitting right next to her.
Ness might have been there. Ness, I will say that.
Oh, for the thing that I interrupted.
Yeah. I'll say.
I mean, I was like holding Indaliah when she was speaking.
Yeah, I'll say
imagine
that
I heard it.
Ness heard, but none of the rest of you know. So
I'm gonna search the two acolytes and see if they have any potions or anything on them, because I know what they look like. I wouldn't know if they're specifically healing potions, but
Can I have a question.
yes.
Can I I haven't used it, surprisingly, but
Mhm.
my second wind ability allows me to heal myself. Can I use that out of combat?
Well, yeah, I think you have to be conscious.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
That would help.
Unfortunately, not. So at the moment, 3 of you laying unconscious, leaving Selena, Ness, and Tortang, with.
Wait. How long does my Song of Rest take? It doesn't actually say.
I think it's just during a short rest, right? I think you can cast it during a short rest.
If you're any friendly creatures who hear your performance regain hit points at the end of the short rest.
Okay. Very, very good.
could theoretically take a short rest right now as we're watching clock.
I mean, this.
Sitting there eating popcorn, watching this.
We're all just
yeah.
unconscious, all
Have a
scattered.
moment.
I would like to sort of bring Indaliah kind of away from all of the kind of carnage and stuff. She's kind of who we came here for, and if everything goes bad, I don't want her right next to all that. So I'm gonna kind of like, as gently as I can, kind of pull her into the there. Yeah.
Essentially, you guys kind of sit and just rest, looking around at each other and at your comrades who are still alive, but barely.
I've still got some of that popcorn from that last performance in my shell. Anybody want some?
And he pulls out a disgusting looking wad of.
Just rotted.
Yeah.
like,
Turns out against a
Slightly
reptile's against a reptile's skin is not the best place to store nasty stuff.
I would like to remember, because I wouldn't have known anyway, and I kind of wasn't super paying attention when everybody was describing what was in their inventory, but I would like to check anyone here to see if they have any health potions or anything like that that I could use to
Yeah, and I was searching
to revive
at,
someone.
the minions.
The cultists, yeah.
So yep. So on the minions, as you kind of search around in their bodies, you don't find any health potions. Just basically have some tattered clothes. One of them does have a wand, but you don't know what it does.
Okay.
You can't tell if it might be a plain like spell focus wand. You don't know.
Sure.
And then, are you checking your friends? You said for potions.
Yes. Yeah.
Do any of the rest of you have a potion other than Bate? I think they were used. Okay. So you do find this very dark, almost like sanguine red potion on Bate.
Mm-hmm.
It looks kind of like a healing potion, but you're not sure what it does.
Sure.
Without further idea.
Well, I know it's the super duper only in case of emergencies potion.
That is what you can deduce based on what Indaliah said.
I'm just gonna pocket it. I'm not gonna use it.
Okay.
For now.
Okay. Very good.
And there was nothing on old boy over here.
Well, he fell off the tower.
Yeah, he
did he? Oh, that's right.
You can,
okay.
Yeah, maybe if you can get down the tower.
If I had not, yeah.
Yeah, he's also his corpse at the bottom is just also still like you can see it just slightly like crackling and burning at the bottom.
His cloak is still up here though, right? Because he took that off and threw it down.
He took it off because it was torn up and tattered, but yeah, it is technically still there.
I'm gonna pick it up and keep it for myself.
Okay.
Like while all of this carnage is kind of happening, if I can, hear over it, I would like to ask Clock if there how many more guys are gonna come into this.
He says, well, I've kind of looked around and I think that was a lot. Oh, and then just like you hear like a squish sound is like there. And he says, well, that I think that was probably the last one. There could be some more hiding around, but I haven't seen any. There are most of them. They all appear to be dead inside of here. Oh, he kind of you hear him. He's like, oh, there's like a very small imp-like creature hugging my body. He seems to be okay, but
Aww, that sounds cute though.
But all the rest of them do appear to be dead at this point. It doesn't look. It's not good. It's not pretty in here.
No.
Except
no,
for the
really
light.
isn't.
The lights are kind of pretty, I suppose.
I've seen worse.
It isn't. It's not. Clock. Can you send me back to that first well of power with the potions and the alchemy? What was it called? What did he call it? I don't remember what he called it.
Oh, the apothecary.
The alchemy. Oh, yeah, the apothecary. Yeah.
I certainly think that I can. I can certainly try. Yes.
I'm gonna go. I say to the group, I'm gonna go see if I can find something that can help us, so that we're not just standing in the rain at the top of this tower for the next.
Tortang, are you okay to stay here with everyone if I go with them?
Well, I thought you were doing your song of rest to heal them all. Or
Oh, are we taking a short rest?
it's 30 minutes.
I don't know what that does. That hasn't been communicated to me. I booped the nose.
Well, so clear at the moment, Ness. And how long did you wait before you went and talked to Clock? Because I'm assuming you went pretty quickly. In which case,
yeah,
the sphere is still there. You can walk through it. But when you were, I assume you hadn't done so yet.
I mean, am I one of the many hopefully people designated to be able to pass through the sphere?
Yeah, I don't know if you know that. But,
I wouldn't know that either. Yeah, I mean, I guess I would wait until the thing disappeared.
Yeah, so I mean,
now that I think about it, yeah.
As you talk to Clock, and he says, "Yes, I think I can get you there." But
It'd just be a few minutes, I guess.
Yeah, it dies down. You guys wait about another 7 or 8 minutes, and then you see it kind of disappear. and just there are lots of body parts and black, both a mixture of black and red blood, just ichor just pulled all over the ground.
Could we search those bodies?
You certainly can. And
Right.
and up on Clock, you do see this one little impish character. He's like,
Oh, you look so cute.
Hi, buddy. What you doing?
he's gonna turn invisible and run away.
No.
Yeah, for sure, Selena. I would imagine you're kind of. You already said that you want to help, so just rummage through this gobbledygook of ichor and blood and try to find anything of interest or useful to us.
Yeah, I'm fine about this gore. It's nothing new to me.
Okay. You go ahead through the portal. You do end up back in the apothecary. Looks much the same as what you left it before, for the most part. It now appears to be a little brighter. It appears to be cleaner, almost as if somebody or something came through and started cleaning things up.
Interesting.
But the shelves are much untouched, other than what Bate swiped. Everything looks to be in the same place. It's just this enormous apothecary.
Sure. I mean, I don't have. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what I would roll or look for. I'm just looking for healing potions. Anything that's like clearly a healing potion or labeled as such or anything like that.
I will let you roll either a medicine check or an arcana check, whichever one is higher.
Okay. It's going to be medicine. That is a total of 14. Actually, I need to change that because I have the ring that gives me an
You
extra.
do find some things that look like they could be healing potions. A couple that seem to kind of like match or very similar in color to the potion that's up top, but you can't quite make out what they are.
Sure.
But there's a few things that look kind of like healing potions you've had before, just different. It's not entirely clear. They could be. It looks as though she's made them all here herself, so maybe she's using different ingredients. You don't know.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna grab however many you told me I could find or whatever. How much? And
I mean, how long are you willing to look?
I mean, real quick, just kind of rushing through, looking for anything that fits the bill. So maybe 10 minutes at most.
I'll say that you managed to find three.
3
that seem to kind of be pretty close.
Sure. I'm going to go back to Clock and say, Clock, some of our friends were hurt on this adventure. I know you could see everything from where you were. Is there any other place, now that it's clear, now that we can rest a little bit, is there any other place where we could find some kind of curative or something to help them and get them back on their feet? Especially Lady Indaliah, she's really severely hurt, and I just want to. Yeah, I'm worried about her.
Well, I don't know. She has many things in the tower, but she's never been hurt this bad before. There's did you not find anything useful?
I'm not sure. I'll be honest. I grabbed everything that kind of looked like it might be able to help.
Perhaps.
Bless you.
She often spoke of Vita. Perhaps if you were to get your friends outside, perhaps she could help.
Vita, that's a great Clock. You might be the most important person on this whole damn team. Do you know that?
Thank you. I try my best.
You excel. Your best is more than good enough. Can you take me back to the top, please?
Of course. Boop. You end up at the top. And Selena, while he was gone, roll me an investigation check to see if you find anything amongst the mucky gore of...
Mucky gore.
16.
16. Okay. Let me double check. You covered in just absolute tons of blood. Like, you do find an kind of interesting...
Just a regular Tuesday.
Most everything in there was completely destroyed, but you do find a cloak that appears to be intact. And as you kind of pick it up, the blood kind of like just falls off of it, revealing underneath almost this like it's kind of looks black, but the longer you kind of gaze at it, it seems to be made of the hide of some black furred creature. And as you look at it, almost seems like there's bits of like fire almost running through it, just the hint of it as you look at it. But that's about all you see at the moment.
I'm gonna keep that.
Okay. Very good. But that is all you find amongst Ness. You come back to see her like shaking bunches.
Having the time of my life, covered in blood, rooting around in body parts.
Guys! Clock reminded me of something. What had an excellent idea. Vita, the unicorn. If we could, she should be able to reach the tower now. I mean, I would imagine the corruption has gone. Maybe she can help us and help Indaliah.
How do we get in contact with her?
I don't know, but we can hang out up here until we're able to heal our friends, or we could go down to the bottom and see maybe she's already here. I don't know, or maybe there's some way that we could contact her just by getting. I mean, she would have to be outside, I would imagine. I don't know, but
I grab Dragathiel, and who's the next smallest?
Probably it's between Batey and Mercy.
How dare you?
They're both.
You're unconscious. You don't know this.
But Batey would be the lightest just because she's not wearing heavy armor.
Okay, so I'm gonna grab Dragathiel and Batey.
Okay.
I'm gonna grab Indaliah.
Okay. Burp. And
Selena, you think you can get Mercy?
I mean, I can try. I'm not the strongest.
We just need to get them so that they're touching clock.
Yes.
We don't have to pick
Okay.
them up and throw them over our shoulders. We just.
I thought we were like taking them on a journey.
That's the next arc. It's just
Yep.
dragging my ass
It's just-
around.
yeah. Next 3 sections are just.
Oh my god.
Dragging their corpses to Moria.
Dragging Dragathiel.
Dragging Dragathiel. Yeah.
Oh dear.
So yeah, get them all
Like a
come to
band.
the clock and ask clock to take us to the ground floor where we first came in.
okay.
Oh.
Yeah, as you pull everybody over there, you do. He manages to poof you back down into the living room there with the dead guy still laying on the
Dead
couch.
guy still.
Yeah, in front of the fireplace.
Disapproving look real hard.
Yeah,
at
his
Selena.
eyes are open, just staring at the clock as you guys.
Just
appeared.
real displeased. Yeah, I'd like to step outside and see sort of if the forest looks different or if the outside of if anything looks different.
Okay. Yeah, as you go to open the door, even as you guys were leaving the top of the tower, the storm that was up there kind of began to slowly disperse. And as you step outside, whereas before you kind of felt this impending sense of dread as you got kind of closer to the tower, it feels just kind of like a breath of fresh air. You feel as if a weight has just been lifted off your shoulders. And as you look around, the forest just seems brighter.
Oh, danger.
Yeah,
You start that
Danger.
fire I told you to start?
Oh, sorry, was that my fireball?
right, it might have been. It came right through the computer into my house.
And as you do step outside, you kind of you take a quick look around, and stepping into the clearing, you do see Vita kind of. She steps out and kind of like shakes her mane out as she steps out into the toss. She gives a toss as she steps into the clearing.
Hi. It's good to see you. We did the thing, but Indaliah is really hurt, and some of our friends are really hurt. Is there anything that you can do to help?
I will do what I can. And yes, I've noticed the forest already is breathing a sigh of relief. I owe you a great debt.
Yeah, I mean, that's excellent, but everyone's really, really badly hurt. I just want to make sure that everyone's going to be safe before we talk about what we do next or debts or anything like that.
Of course, if you would, are they able to be moved?
Yeah, we can do our best.
And she kind of gives you a nod, and kind of waits outside the door there.
I'm gonna come back in and tell you guys, like, Vita's already out there waiting for us. We just need to go.
Can we drag him out the door?
Yeah. So you guys kind of just drag your friends, just drag him across the floor. Pull your...
There's got to be a better way.
You take your friends outside, and Vita says, "Oh goodness. Well, at least none of you died, as far as I can tell." Yeah. She goes first to Lady Indaliah, and you see her, like, her horn kind of glow like a gold color as it kind of spreads over her body, and there's like a... She kind of like takes a deep breath, and she does kind of like sit up, but you can tell she's still incredibly weak at this point. She can do that 2 more times.
Tricky.
Paladin.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm
The
gonna
healings,
pull,
please.
Dragathiel, yeah.
Okay. So Dragathiel, you awake to just this warmth spreading over your body as you look up and see the face of Vita just like pulling back as your vision stops being blurry and becomes clear.
We did it. Welcome back.
Hi. What's happening?
I know you just kind of came out of, well.
Do I remember being berserk? Do I have was I even aware of what was happening?
Vaguely.
Cool.
Almost. It was an.
I cough gently behind her as she wakes up.
Yeah, it's almost a dreamlike state that you were in.
If you're the only one left who has any power to heal or restore, and I kind of gesture to Mercy and Bate, who are still unconscious on the ground.
And just for reference, you're back at 11 hit points.
Okay, thank you.
Dragathiel, yep.
Okay, so me in my very disoriented state, I'm just kind of sitting up while sitting on the ground, and I kind of glance over at Mercy, who's just lying there unconscious, and I'm like, "No, pretty boy," and I hug him and just use my last 5 hands heal points to heal him up a little bit.
Okay.
5 points for you.
And so yeah, you come back.
Yeah, screw you, Bate. You get nothing.
Well, Vita still has one more spell.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
As she goes and as she sees you do this, she does walk over and then wakes up Bate, and so Bate, you come to seeing Vita there. Meanwhile, Mercy, you come to at the same time, being embraced by Dragathiel.
No.
Really confused, but I hug back because that's just what you do.
Yeah, stand there and roll my eyes a little bit.
I've got some serious dry drool happening. I'm not here.
What happened?
Well, we threw him off the tower, and he flew back up, and then we just kind of exploded him.
You option 5.
Selena kind of. Yeah, we option 5'd him.
We option 5. Hey! Yes.
You're welcome.
Yeah. So.
Well done. Shit, I'm so sorry. I thought I could take him.
Well,
we're a team.
All I know is I'm just so tired. I don't know about you guys, but I am just so damn tired.
I don't think I.
Yeah. Is there Lady Indaliah, or is there somewhere that we can stay here and rest?
Normally, I would suggest we stay in the tower, but as I don't know the state of it fully myself, she kind of looks to Vita, who kind of gives a nod, and she kind of begins walking up. She says, "Perhaps we can stay in the grove, and that's going to be the safest place in many miles."
Grove sounds good. I like the Grove.
Yeah.
Grove's real nice.
The fruit is really good.
I had a dream that I hit Tortan.
That wasn't a dream. That was a dream. I've got the marks on my shell to show it.
Wait, what? Wait,
This
what?
one next to the big scar? That's from you.
You kind of lost it back there.
But
I just kind of glaze back over. I'm still not really
It's
sure.
okay. You're big and strong. You
still
can't.
not back awake.
Couldn't get through the shell.
Huh.
At this point, you guys begin following, hot on the trail of Vita, who is walking at
Bye,
a nice slow
Indaliah.
pace.
You're welcome.
No, and Indaliah is going with you.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, right. Leave your house. Purified your wells. Killed all the bad guys. Kept you from dying.
Cleaned up the building.
Deuces.
Yeah,
Sorry,
so
we're not invited to the after party. Like,
We're taking clock with us.
Oh God, if only.
My clock.
She, as you guys begin walking, she's kind of got one hand on Vita. What are you guys doing? She kind of looks at you, Ness, and says, thank you for your help. What brought you here? What happened?
oh man, where do we begin? We all kind of found ourselves in search of this magic man that for a lot of different reasons, a lot of different people here kind of looking for him, and one thing led to another, into the forest, into the tower, to you. And yeah, we're sorry about all the the smashed things. We smashed some things. There's some things smashed.
Yes.
In the apothecary and other places. Sorry about the.
Hey, lady.
Yes.
And I hold my great axe out. I borrowed this, but now I'm cursed.
Yeah, they borrowed a few things from a room that Clock wasn't supposed to tell us about, but he did. That's kind of his deal. But he was just trying to help. Don't hold it against him.
Well, was it the chest you pulled it from?
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah.
Well, I managed to confiscate that chest from some. It's very old. I got it from somebody a long time ago, but I stopped withdrawing things from it as bad things tend to happen.
To be honest, I don't think we could have done it without the items out of that chest.
I feel like we could have kind of done it without the items out of that chest.
I'm trying to save Clark. Shush.
Yes. No, the Clock meant well. Clock was only trying to help. He didn't know. Clearly he didn't know, or else he wouldn't have given all these cursed artifacts.
That's
but
true.
really, if you guys had just not stolen,
I
it wouldn't have been a
said
problem.
borrowed.
That was fine.
It wouldn't have been a problem. That's all I'm gonna say about that. But yeah, so we apparently they were using, Clock called them wells of power or something like that.
Yes.
We were using these to, I don't know, generate some kind of power, use some kind of ritual. I don't really know that kind of magic, honestly, but obviously that's what they were using to Actually, hold on. How did you get captured? That's because Vita here tells me you're like 1,000 years old, and I've seen the spells that you can. How did you find yourself in this position, Indaliah?
Can you uncurse me?
And also,
I've overextended myself. I left the tower for far too long and far too far away. I've only survived as long as I have because I have been drawing on the energy there. My life force and the towers are largely intertwined, and after all this, I honestly fear that I don't have much longer in this world.
That's it.
As I went to go inspect the Boreal Veil, I began to try cleansing things there, but I overexerted myself, and when I returned here, I was unable to rest fully, and Murdoch ambushed me.
Do you know anything about me? They took my memory, and I don't know what. I don't know what I was doing. I barely know who I am.
I do. I think maybe we should have a rest. That's a bit of a longer conversation. But I'm glad to see that you're well.
Anything would be wonderful, considering I've literally had no idea even who I am.
Well, I don't know who you were before you came to the tower, but I hoped that my gift would help you fight the evil that was inside you.
Your gift? What gift?
She reaches out and kind of taps the necklace on your... Says,
You kept me alive.
Well, there was good in you, and I could feel it being smothered by something else, and I felt it was wrong. And you came to speak to me while you were under a bit of a different persuasion. And I did manage to trick you into putting it on, and you seemed to... Well, you lost your mind a little bit and things began exploding, but it didn't have quite the desired effect, but I can see that now you have come around. And she kind of reaches out and she says, what happened? Why is the, it seems to be drained.
I touched the well. I was trying
Why
to...
would you do that?
We were in danger, and I was trying to figure out a way to help everyone, and I thought maybe I could use the well to help us.
Maybe one day you can, but now you are not ready.
Well, thank you for helping me to not be evil. I'm pretty sure I don't want to be evil, but I would really like to know who I am.
I wish that I could help.
You know, but all of these people keep telling you that they remember you, telling you who you were, telling you who they knew, but you don't know that person. That's a different person. Whatever memories you lost or might recover, you always have a choice. If you don't want to be evil, you aren't.
I know that.
It's about who you choose to be, not who you used to be. Choose to be good today and you're good. Choose to be evil tomorrow and you're evil.
I'd like to think that I'm not a person that makes decisions based on my past, but I want to know who I am. I want to know why I made the decisions I made. I know my decisions today are mine and what I want to do and how I feel, but I still want to know why I am the way I am and how I got here. And someone took that from me. Someone took my past from me. And now there is some sort of seed in me that could bring great destruction, and I want to know how that happened. I want to know how to stop it, or why for any reason I was helping it.
And that's understandable to me, but it seems like somebody stole your past and gave you a future.
Maybe it gave you a new
careful
chance.
what you wish for. Be careful what you wish for. That's all I'm saying. You could just walk away from all of that, all of the past, all of the history, all of Murdoch and all of these things, these people hunting you, after you for whatever power you have. You can walk away from all of that and choose to leave it all behind and live life the way that you want to, or you can keep searching it out and chase ghosts for the rest of your life. It's up to you, but
it's not just chasing ghosts. What if I have family? What if I have friends? What if I have people that are depending on me that I can't remember? It's not just like this quest for power. It's my past. It's who I am. It's how I've become who I am.
Even if that means finding out information you wish you didn't know. What if that's all gone? What if they're all dead?
What if you killed them?
What if you... Yeah, exactly.
What if they're all waiting for me?
It's true.
It is true. I guess
I'd rather know I did something horrible than leave people I love hanging on.
Well, I don't think we have to worry about whether you're evil or not.
Although you do like to loot.
Yeah, can we talk about the stealing?
And Dahlia kind of pipes
Well,
up.
I
She
don't know.
says-
Can I have my potion back?
And Dahlia
No.
pipes up at this point. She says, "Yes, I noticed you took a great many things.
Yes, I was looking
I
for it.
appreciate the help. But I don't think you know the things that you carry."
I would agree with you.
As she looks at you, Bate, she says, "The potion you showed me earlier, I would like it back."
Oh,
I
how about that?
don't have it. What happened to it?
Did
Someone steal it? Oh my god!
Yeah, I surely did. I took it from you to make sure you didn't use it. Here you go. I hand it right back to her.
She takes it and puts it inside of her jacket. She says, "Thank you. That I fear things would have gotten out."
Well, I'm very curious.
Are you all familiar with vampires?
You heard a little bit here and there.
Oh.
Well,
Hi.
Oh.
Hi.
this belonged to a man, a vampire, that I knew long ago. It was given to me should I ever wish to join him in eternity. But I purified it so it is not as potent, but I have a feeling if any of you were to have consumed it, he would be close behind. Vampires know when their blood has been consumed.
Oh, shit.
Damn it! I could have been a vampire.
Real glad we didn't drink that potion.
Yeah.
Yes, that
Come on.
could have been
Oh, I bet you're
quite
hungry.
quite unfortunate. He's been slumbering for many years, and I don't think now is the time that he should be awakened. You see her kind of like just pat it, and she says, "I think I'll hold on to this. Is there anything else potentially world endangering you took that I should know about?"
I did.
Oh, God.
I did grab some books. I was hoping to find something to help us.
Where did you grab the books from?
The large library lamp.
Bit of every room, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little piece of this,
Oh.
a little here, a
little
little
bit of
there.
this, a little bit of that.
I think the ones you
Where
grabbed were
actually,
all from the
Dahlia,
from the foyer.
They were
where
all from the foyer,
didn't
yeah.
she steal books from? We were in like 17 rooms, and she's got like 16 books.
Hey,
one of
you
each.
wanna steal potions from me to try and protect people from them? What do you think I was doing? I was trying to help. Just trying to help.
I think they were all from the foyer, weren't they?
I was looking for something to help us on our quest.
All the books that she managed to keep were from the foyer,
Yes.
I think, yeah.
And you can have them back.
Let me see them just to be sure. And she
I don't know what they are.
she
you can
looks
have
at them. Give me that one. And she takes, and she's, "The other two you may have. I don't think you'll get into too much trouble." And
Thank you.
You can
I
see her
appreciate you.
kind of hold on to the one.
Can you
as-
tell me what this is? And I hold up the other thing that Ness didn't take. And if you want this back, you can have it too. It's from that chest. I don't know what it is. I haven't messed with it.
What all did you? She kind of looks around. She's
And
like,
and I got my cloak named Gerald. You can have him back if you want, but he's really comfortable.
"Well, I never know what's going to come out of the chest." She kind of looks at all of you. She says, I don't know if you'll want. You'll have to see somebody about these things to make sure they're not cursed.
I
Indalia.
checked mine, I'm good.
Mercy's just sitting there caressing his sword.
Well,
In public and just right out there in the open in front of everyone.
what I was gonna say, Indalia, I want to apologize because I did take the sword,
Oh, it's all right.
but I am a swordsman,
It is very beautiful.
and I would also
Nice.
yes, very.
Might I see it? And as she says this, you do
I-
not want her to touch it.
I mean, I walk closer to her, and I'm like within
Like just unsheath it.
here. Yeah, like just a little.
She looks at it, she says, I don't even need to touch it to know that you're gonna have to have that looked at. I've not
Yeah.
Like a clinical decision.
I've not
She said.
I've
Clinical
not known you
determination.
I've not known you for long, but I can tell your behavior with it is a bit possessive.
I'm gonna rock.
I get that. I get
Just
that a lot.
tad.
But I look, I can't see myself parting with it, but what I do know is that at me taking it originally was done in poor taste. So I apologize for rummaging through your things and taking something that wasn't mine. But it feels like it belongs with me, if that makes sense. I know that may sound possessive, but
Do you need a minute?
I think were I healthier, I could help you with these things. At the moment, almost any spell is going to be too taxing on me for some time.
but there's no bad blood here for taking these things.
No, it is fine, but I suggest that you all be careful.
I don't know if you would
Noted.
know what this is, but I've got a stone. It lights up really bright. I don't know if it does anything else.
And
I focus on it and make it light up.
It looks as though it may. She says it looks as though you're only getting it maybe partially as bright as it can go. I have a feeling it can be used for more, but without giving it some more inspection, I won't be able to.
Guys, don't you think she's been through enough? She's
Yeah,
just
maybe
told
we should
you
all take a rest.
how exerting
Let's
it
see what
is
we
just
get.
to cast one spell, and you're asking a lot of her. Maybe we can
I can
just wait
identify
until we
them.
rest.
She asked to see what we took, and I.
Wait a
Yeah, we're just answering a question.
Marcy, if you had to choose between your scarf and your sword, which would you pick?
The sword.
I'm offended that you would even ask. And I'm gonna choose to ignore that question.
I'm just for your own sanity.
Ooh,
For your own
my
sanity.
scarf stretches pretty far. I'd love to see how far Gerald can stretch. Guys, do you want to try? Here, let me see it.
You gonna come at Gerald?
I'm just saying.
You gonna come at Gerald?
Just saying.
I got Eldritch Blast all day.
Right now?
Okay,
Just
calm
try-
down.
Right
Calm down.
I think everybody could use a little nap.
Maybe some fruit.
Stay away from that fruit.
At this point, you guys do manage to enter the grove, and you again a sense of calm begins to wash over you. At this point, what are you guys doing?
I'm gonna go get some fruit.
Okay, there. I mean, and this is a different grove from the one in the tower. Yeah,
Never mind then.
It's a different type of fruit.
Oh, then I'm still gonna go get some fruit if there's fruit.
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
there's some apples. There's like
Cool.
a singular apple tree, which seems to
Here we
be
go.
overfloweth. It appears to be a normal apple, so
There's this tree with some kind of fruit in this
And it's an apple. Is there a snake?
this garden.
no, it seems to be a normal apple this time.
I'm just gonna lay down under the tree and
All
get a little rest and relaxation.
As you guys like do this, Indaliah sits beside you and leans against the tree for a second. Says, "Well, I do appreciate your help. I shall need to return to my tower and rest and make sure everything is stable. This is about as far as I can go. Perhaps we shall talk more in the morning, but I am curious, where are you all from? It's just an eclectic group. It reminds me of my younger days.
I mean,
I don't know where I'm from.
Yeah, I asked earlier, so I don't know.
Aurora.
Ah.
Not too far up the way.
Yes, I know it well.
Me too.
At this point, she says, "Well, I'll leave you to it," and she stands up and
One Indaliah.
yes,
Just kind of putting some things together here. Life, you got a real important thing going on here, protecting this area, protecting this grove. I respect that. And you said you've been weakened, your life force is maybe coming to an end. Hey, you seem pretty you seem to be kind of reflecting pretty hard on that whole vampire thing. Just don't, maybe if it's your time, it's your time. You know what I mean? There's other people who can protect it. I mean, just seems like maybe you were thinking a little too hard about that.
I did take precautions. This vial has been purified. It would not actually turn anyone permanently into a vampire, but just him knowing that somebody has drank his blood would probably not be the best.
Great, sure, yeah. Just just saying.
I think if anyone other than me had taken it, even if I had taken it, he found out that I had tampered with his blood. I don't think we would like the results.
Sure. That's all. We'll see you in the morning.
See you in the morning. She kind of steps away. Says, well, talking to you, Dragathiel, she says, I think I know you. I think, your face looks very familiar to me. Who are your parents? Do you know? You are muted.
Yeah, it's a bad time. So my father's name is Thorbor. And I don't know my mother.
I see.
But she was a fae, if that helps you.
Yes, I know your mother. I know her well.
Wait, what? You know her? Do you know where she is? Is she alive?
She kind of gives you like a pat on the head. She says, I was there when you were born.
And were you blown away? Was I the cutest?
You were a very adorable child.
Yeah.
However, so you've never spoken to your mother at all?
Yeah, no, so this thing happened where my father told me my mother was dead, and then when I was 12, he left to go find her, but he didn't tell me that, and then he never came home, and I was raised by, like a family friend guy. He's cool, I guess. He's kind of crazy. He's pretty strict. But yeah, I just thought both my parents were dead all this time.
Well, I can't speak for your father, but Maeve is still very much alive. She is perhaps unreachable. She's not... It's been a long time since I've seen her, but she was in a bit of a bind last time I saw her. Have you... She kind of looks at your necklace there. She says, have you, who gave you this?
My crystal?
Yes. Sorry, your earring, yes.
Don't recall.
Well, I can tell you it was likely your mother, but... Well, if you've ever heard anything, there's a chance that it was her.
Heard her voice?
Yes.
Oh boy. Okay. Why is she unreachable? What exactly? Can you...
Well, she broke some rules of the Feywild, and she has been...
Was it having me?
It may have been. That may have been one of the many things she did. She's a bit of a wild spirit. That may have been the one that broke the camel's back. But if you should go looking for her, Just be careful. The Feywild is not a safe place for those unfamiliar with it.
I mean, I'm pretty tough.
Yes, I'm
Except
sure.
for with this axe thing right now. That's, you know.
I have faith that you will get it sorted.
Yeah. You don't know a guy, do ya?
I don't venture from my tower very often. I'm sure I could point you to somebody. If I were to return, I could locate someone, but at the moment, I'm sorry, I do not.
Alrighty, well, is there anything else you can tell me about Maeve? About
Well,
anyone who would maybe know where she is, or?
Yes. I mean, I think Vita has spoken to her before. That, you see Vita kind of off of the, like, laying in a patch of sunlight on the further over in the grove. She did have a sister, Titania. If you should wish to speak with her, again, just be careful.
And where can I find her?
In the Feywild.
Specific.
The Feywild is a non-specific place.
Yeah, that's what I keep finding. Okay. Is there I don't know, a name I could drop if I get into trouble? That would help me a little?
I would be careful with trickery in the Feywild. It'll have consequences. The creatures there are tricky enough. If you were to let it slip that you are the daughter of Maeve, I think that probably would go poorly for you rather than positively.
Yeah.
At least at this time. Perhaps just mum is the word. Perhaps don't try name drops.
Yeah. I guess I can try the old-fashioned way. Little muscle.
You do seem to have a good bit of it.
Or I'll let my friends decide. I don't know. They seem smart sometimes.
You seem tired. I'll leave you alone.
Yeah, I'm pretty disoriented still. I'm not really sure what happened earlier.
I'm sure you'll figure it out. And she kind of gives you a nod and continues walking. You see her go and kind of sit and recline against Vita. What are the rest of you guys doing?
I'm gonna go into a trance now.
Can I go over and sit? I'm gonna sit next to Vita and Indaliah and be like, "Is it cool if I sleep here? I've never slept next to you, Unicorn. I think."
She says, "Well, it has taken me many years of bonding." She looks at Vita, says, "I would prefer not."
Oh. Okay. I'll just go over and lay down by myself somewhere.
You can lay against my shell.
Thanks. I'll do that.
It's nice and ground down from when Dragathiel was hitting it.
You kind of take a look at all the scars going across his back. All right. Anybody else do anything? You all just going to sleep?
Going to sleep.
Dozing off, taking a rest.
Sleepy boys.
Okay. Then yeah, I mean it being in the grove, it takes a little less time for you guys to reach a full rest. But given what you all just went through, you sense perhaps you might should stay there the entire 8 hours at least.
Sure.
Yep.
Yeah. I didn't go through shit. Nobody touched me. Ha.
At this point, as all of you begin drifting off into a peaceful slumber, Selena,
Yes.
as they all fall asleep, what are you doing?
I'm gonna go over to Vita and ask her to get me out of the grove.
Okay. Indaliah kind of stands up and says, "All right, I sensed a conflict in you. I do want to say, we don't know each other, but I have worn that face before, and I want you to know that revenge will not ease your pain. But I also know the drive, so good luck." She kind of
I
gives...
have to do something.
Yeah, she gives you a nod and watches as you and Vita kind of exit the grove. Okay. So that is where we're going to end tonight's session. Jess will not be with us anymore. We are going to have her do some one-shots to follow up with her story on the weekends. It just happens to be a little difficult being that she's in England and it's like, what, 4 a.m. right now?
Yeah, it's like 4:30.
So we appreciate her being here so much.
Yeah, definitely.
Love you putting up with the time so far. But we're definitely, you'll see her more, and you'll see a lot of the other people joining her as we do the Selena's Revenge one shot. That'll be a lot of fun.
I want to watch that.
Yeah, so
Sounds juicy.
That's gonna be an interesting, really fun thing that I've already started working on. So that'll be on the weekends, our one shots. We're gonna start doing one shots on Sundays and maybe Fridays sometimes, and maybe Saturdays depending on how it goes. So we'll announce those at least a week in advance. Speaking of which, next weekend we do have a one shot going on with Hunter DMing, and that'll be in Starfinder with Skittershot. So if any of you guys want to get in, there's 3 more slots. So just bringing that. Thank you so much, Jess.
Yeah, thank you, Jess. It was
Thanks,
a pleasure.
Jess. We love
Thank
you.
you, Jess.
We're gonna miss you.
I'm gonna miss stabbing
I'm-
people
I
when
like
they're sleeping.
emotional right now. I like to think
Cry,
Mercy and
bitch.
Selena. I like to think Mercy and Selena exchanged a couple heart-to-hearts, but that's fine. I'll just wake up and you'll be gone, and I'll
Yeah.
emotional fucking wreck. That's fine.
You just spared me the trouble of killing you. It's fine.
Very
Sorry.
Later.
Very, very good.
I feel like I did my last session justice by killing that guy.
You did.
Yes, you
Yeah.
did.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
You went
Excellent
out with a
job.
bang.
Yeah, you did.
I'm literally.